All right. Damn. Can y'all hear me now? All right. I see it now. What's up? What's up? All right. I don't know what the hell, man. This damn mic wasn't working. I'm glad I wasn't talking too long. Live TV. Anyway, what I was saying is uh it's a lot to talk about, from Kwame Brown to Steven Jackson, to the playoffs. LeBron, as some people call him, LeBron, is he still the GOAT in the NBA or what? I mean, y'all let me know. So we gonna talk about that. Steven Jackson, Kwame Brown. Is it his fault that he was a bust, or is it Michael Jordan's fault and everybody else he want to blame fault? Is it his fault? Michael Jordan didn't want me, so you need to hoop and make him want you. I mean, you was getting playing time. What are you supposed to do? Because he talked bad words about you? Don't you know in real life it's people who parents didn't want them? It's called adoption. You got Alonzo Mourning. He was adopted. He made it to the NBA. He a Hall of Famer. I mean, you worried about Michael Jordan. Don't get me wrong. Michael Jordan, my favorite player. If Michael Jordan was talking trash about me and I was on the team, it would have pissed me off. But I would have tried to respond by trying to hoop my hardest and prove him wrong. I wouldn't have cried about it. I wouldn't have, well, technically, and I do got that on here, Kwame Brown say Michael Jordan never made him cry about it. So we'll see. Anyway, let's get into a couple of these stories right quick. Might as well start with Kwame Brown saying that Michael Jordan never made him cry. So we see right here on Larry Brown Sports, which Larry Brown is one of the greatest coaches the NBA ever had. I mean, he took the Detroit Pistons and beat the Lakers with prime Shaq and Kobe, with Karl Malone and Gary Payton. And he beat them with Ben Wallace. I mean, Ben Wallace, all these other players. Billups. I think Rasheed Wallace was there. That was his first year he was there. He got traded mid-season. I mean, he beat him with defense, X and O's. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they won in 4 or 5 games? So maybe 5 games. I don't think Shaq and Kobe got swept that year. But still, it's been a while. Nevertheless, hey, Support Gaming, what's up, brother? You right. This generation is very soft. It is. But Kwame Brown is like the start of this generation, really. Kwame Brown, he would be retired right now if he was good and was able to play. I mean, he's 39, about to be 40 years old. So he was in the start of when they was going high school player crazy, because they saw Kobe and Garnett and a couple other people have so much success. So they wanted to draft Eddie Curry, Tyson Chandler, Kwame Brown, which they were all good players. They just didn't get enough time. Eddie Curry actually was a good player had he not got injured after being with the Knicks. Eddie Curry could have became a good name in the NBA. Tyson Chandler is still with his old asses in the league. And we know he made an all-star off of defense and also helped Dallas secure that championship. So, I mean, it is possible that Kwame Brown could have did something with himself. The best thing he did was be able to be traded for Pau Gasol. Anyway, it was 20 years ago, but it was the start of the generation getting soft, because shortly after Kwame Brown came into the league, that palace, the malice in the palace happened. And that's what really softened up the NBA, because you could no longer play physical anymore. And then people got a little softer. All these ticky-tack fouls. And so I think that's what happened. Sun King, I don't know if I got you blocked on YouTube or not. I don't see how I got you blocked unless you was doing something or saying something you could. I don't know what it was, but I don't block nobody. Mo, what's up? Eddie Curry was not a fat bust with the Knicks, bro. He was down there putting up 20 points a game with the Knicks. Brother Sean, that's my brother. Me and him used to talk NBA for 20 years. He said he got NBA money for 13. Sound decent to me. Well, as a person, yes, I agree. We talking about expectation, meeting expectation. So if you're the number 1 overall draft pick, we got to put it in the context. As a human being, he is not a bust. He's made over $60 million NBA salary. Okay, anybody that made $60 million before they was 40 years old, hell, in their life period, is not a bust. But if you're the number 1 draft pick, you're supposed to be a can't miss all-star, damn near Hall of Famer, right? Come on now, I know you know. So if you never made even barely 10 points a game, you only average over 10 points a game once, you a bust because you didn't meet expectations. Now, also, you also know 7-footers last in the NBA a lot longer than guards that can't play or men that's 6'7". So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to last when you 7 foot. So, I'm going to get into this Eddie Curry. You say he was, you say he was in a game with the Knicks long enough to average 20 points a game. Yeah, it is. You say you wasn't talking crazy and you had a conversation about Kwame and I got blocked right after. I don't get why. Oh, man, I didn't do that. I ain't block you, man. I don't block people. I'll look into it, but I didn't block you. It must be something else, man, but I didn't block you, and I damn sure ain't gonna block you over no Kwame Brown, man. It ain't that deep, man. It ain't that deep. Okay, so they drafted him number 1 to be traded. It happens. How many people get drafted and traded on draft day? Kobe Bryant got traded on draft day. What did he do? Ball. That's what happens. That's part of the game. What you gonna cry about it? You mad because they traded you? They drafted you to trade you for Elton Brand. The Bulls traded Elton Brand. He was rookie of the year, put up 20 and 10 2 years in a row, and they got rid of him. I was pissed. I like LB. And they traded him for nothing. For nothing. We got a bag of chips for Elton Brand. I think they did trade him for Tyson Chandler and then got rid of Tyson Chandler. The Bulls, don't let me get started on the Bulls, man, and all the trades and bad deals they made. So that's just the NBA. You know, it's trades is part of the job. Now, on this article, because a lot of people say that Kwame Brown, Michael Jordan made him cry. According to Kwame Brown, he said that he's got they say he's been labeled a bust for most of his life, which is true because he was the number 1 overall pick. People leave that out of context. He's not a bust as an NBA player. He played 12, 13 years, and he's not a bust as a human being making $60 million a year. But as the number 1 overall pick, and you know, in your 3rd season, that's your best year. 10.7 rebounds is the best that you ever put up. That's the best. That's not good. I mean, 10 and 7, if that was his career, still wouldn't be that great for a number 1 overall pick. But hey, it's 10 and 7. At least he was productive. But like I did on another video when I broke it down, it went way downhill from there. And now they saying that it was, you know, hard to play rough around the edges Michael Jordan because, you know, Jordan come from the era that people talk trash on the basketball court. I never was no basketball, you know, team player or a superstar or any of that. And I grew up with people talking trash on the basketball court. Every level you play is more trash talk. It's tougher. I know this. How are you going? He could have went to college and played with Billy Donovan in Florida, but instead he chose to go to the NBA because he wanted that money. If you're not ready, you shouldn't have did it. What you gonna say? People say it's not his fault. He got drafted first overall. Yeah, it is. Your agent and everybody was telling you go get drafted #1 overall, or the projections was telling you. I mean, technically back then you couldn't hire an agent and declare for the draft and then change your mind and go back to college. But I'm sure everybody was telling them, hey, you got a chance to go #1, make this amount of money, go for it. You might get hurt in college or this, that, and the other, this, that, and whatever. And so he went for it. According to him, he was asked, and he said, Michael has never brought me to tears. Did he upset me a lot? Yeah. I mean, he's a competitor. It appears to be an open wound for Kwame Brown, who then ripped the media. He said so many people want to make up stories about Jordan. He could have been the greatest guy in the world to me, and they still would have made up something. I watched Richard Sherman talk about the Seahawks locker room, team that make the playoffs every year, and how they created a story Russell Wilson was not black enough. So he's basically saying Jordan never made him cry. Although Jordan was tough on him, you're the #1 draft pick overall, #1. And yeah, he may have wanted to trade you, but at the same time, you didn't amount to what you could have been. That potential. Oh man, I definitely didn't block you, man. I definitely didn't block you. I know your name. I'll check again for you, man, but I didn't block you. I know that for a fact. But I'll check on it for you, bro. You met Tyson Chandler at a meet and greet I won through Modell's on 42nd Street in Manhattan when he was with the Knicks. I actually met Tyson Chandler at a Mary J. Blige concert his rookie year, but I didn't really get to say nothing. I just say what's up. Hey, me and my boy Sean. Sean, you still here? Sean, you still in there, boy? Me and my boy Sean, we went and met at the basketball game. We met Sean Kemp, Terry Cummins. We met a bunch of people. We were sitting courtside. We snuck courtside at the old Bulls Stadium. We had snuck down there courtside, and it was like a charity game. We met a whole bunch of players. Sean Kemp was big as hell, boy. Anyway, that's what's up. Man, I think you say he looks smaller than 7 feet. How tall are you? These dudes look bigger than a mug to me. Billy Donovan went to your high school? Oh, okay. That's what's up. So, man, look, all I'm saying is Kwame Brown is a bust compared to his draft status and the expectations that he had. I'll put in his stats right quick, and then I'll move on to another article right quick to talk about Kwame Brown. And also I'll pull up Eddie Curry right quick since we was talking about Eddie Curry. So on basketballreference.com, you want to know anything about anybody that played in the NBA, whether they played one game or not, it's people that I know that made it to the NBA. They only lasted a handful of games. They got their stats on here. Anyway, you see Kwame Brown, the #1 overall draft pick in the NBA. Now, it was a weaker draft that year. It wasn't the strongest draft. And if they could redo the draft, the #1 overall pick would be, I believe, who would that be? It wasn't Chris Paul. Let me see. Damn, this is a good one, man. Who would go #1? Gilbert Arenas? No, it would be Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol would go #1 overall if it could go over again. Then it might be Joe Johnson or Tony Parker or Zach Randolph. Maybe Pau Gasol, Joe Johnson, Zach Randolph, or maybe Pau Gasol, Tony Parker, Zach Randolph, Joe Johnson, depending on the teams and what they was needing. They should have definitely got Gasol. Gasol was Rookie of the Year. Tyson Chandler, he ended up being a serviceable player. Kwame Brown could have at least became Tyson Chandler. Why not? I mean, Tyson Chandler averaged what? 8 points and 9 boards for his career. Was known as a defensive presence. Why couldn't Kwame Brown become that? I mean, he averaged 6 points and 5 rebounds. Now, Gasol is a Hall of Famer. Pau Gasol is a Hall of Fame player. 17 and 9. You got Eddie Curry averaged 12 and 5. And, well, I can show this real quick. Eddie Curry, he had that injury. But when he was with the Knicks, he was averaging 19 and a half points his second year with the Knicks. 19 and a half and 7 rebounds. And he played 81 games, 35 minutes a game. Eddie Curry was putting in that work, but then he got injured. Only played 58 games. He lost 10 minutes a game, 25 minutes. So he played 35. He was down to 25, 4 minutes, 9 minutes. He ain't even played 20 games after that. What, barely 20 games, 3-7, out the whole year, 14 and 2. So it's unfortunate, but Eddie Curry was balling. And even with the Bulls, he was blooming. 6 points, 10 points, 14 points, 16 points. He was progressing. If he didn't get traded to the Knicks, he was averaging 28 minutes with the Bulls. He dropped down to 25 minutes. He was getting 11 shots a game. He dropped down to 8 shots a game. Had he had kept this same progression but stayed with the Bulls, he would have been at this 20 points instead of 13. Anyway, Eddie Curry did get a championship with the Miami Heat while he was on the bench. Only played 14 games. But big men got that chance to come back. Even Greg Oden got a chance to come back with the Heat, because when you big as hell, you could just come and hack a couple people real quick and get paid for it and sit your big ass down on the bench. You can't really do that if you ain't got the goods no more when you a guard, because you don't have the quickness. Anyway, back to Kwame Brown, and we'll make this real quick. This dude went from 4 points, 7 points, 10 points. That was his peak, 14, 22. He was playing 30 minutes a game. He started 57 games out of 74. And this is after Jordan was gone. After Jordan was gone. Wait, 03, 04, Jordan wasn't on the team, I don't think. Jordan was gone. So he had Gilbert Arenas, Lonnie Baxter. I used to like me some Lonnie Baxter when he was with the Bulls. Steve Blake, Torrey, Braggs, Kwame Brown, Mitchell. Juan Dixon was a baller. Lonnie Baxter was a baller. They both was at Maryland, where Maryland was a powerhouse. Larry Hughes was a baller. That was his best season, I believe, his 5th year. Christian Laettner was about washed up. Stackhouse was still balling. He had a time to shine right there. No Jordan on the team. And actually, Jordan wasn't brought back to the Wizards. So what was the problem? What was the problem? I don't get it. Why you didn't keep it up? You should have been working on your game. That should have motivated you. The next year, he lost 9 minutes a game. What did they do? Did they bring in his replacement? Let's see. The next year, Brendan Haywood took his minutes away. They had Antoine Jameson on the team. What, Jared Jeffries? What, Michael Ruffin? I met Michael Ruffin. Man, these dudes should not have taken your minutes away. You know, Antoine Jameson don't play his position. So anyway, I don't know, man. Kwame wasn't a better defender than Eddie Curry, because Eddie Curry had body. Even Shaq said Eddie Curry was a good player and might be the best center in the league if he keep it up. Now, of course, that's Shaq. My brother Sean here, you remember that? Lindsey Hunter, yeah, boy, we was there at the game, boy. Sean Kemp, all them, man, that was a good ass time. Hey, it's all good, man. A lot of people don't look at this stuff like I do. Me and Sean, we used to look at this stuff, collect cards. Matter of fact, I still got some cards from way back in the day. Some of these cards worth $500, $600, $1,000 a piece. I was looking at this like, what the hell? This shit actually worth money now. I'm glad I kept them. Anyway, you say he won Defensive Player of the Year. I'm glad my teammate let their man blow by him to allow me to clean up. I ain't heard that quote, but that is funny. So that's what's up. So, you know, Gilbert Arenas was a beast, man. And that's a perfect point right there. Gilbert Arenas was a second-round draft pick. Second round. He built himself up to be damn near the best offensive player in the NBA for a time period. How many of y'all remember that? I mean, Agent Zero was no joke. All right, so you can't always blame where you're drafted or, you know, who liked you or who wanted to trade you. For one, you're getting paid this money because it's a business. It's a job. You got to put all that stuff aside. And he came out the same year. He came out the same year. So you had the #1 overall pick, and then Gilbert Arenas. Where was Gilbert at? Sean Lampley. Sean Lampley played high school basketball in Chicago against my boy Sean in the same era. So this draft is actually all people my age. This was my draft year. So say had my boy Sean went to the NBA, he would have been in this draft if he played college for 4 years. So all of these people are 4-year. If we'd have went to college for 4 years, this has been our draft year. That's how old we are. But anyway, where's Gilbert Arenas at? Here he is, the second round, 31st pick. Second round. He ruined his own career, but he was a 3-time All-Star. He became most improved player. Most improved. This dude came in the league 10 points to 18, 19. Then from 19 to 25. Then from 25 to 29, 28. This dude put up over 25 points a game 3 years in a row as a second-round draft pick. As a second-round draft pick. 25, 29, 28. Then he got injured. That really messed his career up, though, that injury. He got injured in 13 games. He tried to come back, only averaged 13 points for 2 games. Then he had 32 games, and then he really got in trouble and messed his career up when he brought a gun to the locker room. And speaking of that, what's the dude he brought the gun with? That dude committed murder. He actually did commit murder and is in jail. He was with the Lakers, and he got tied in with the Crips and thought he was hard. Went to the NBA to join the Crips. Went to the NBA to join the Crips, committed murder, and this dude in jail to this day. I can't remember his name. When I got these screens up, I can't see the comments, but when I come back to the comments, I know that one of y'all know the name of the dude that he brought the gun with. How stupid was that? How you gonna throw away millions on a card game? On a card game. That ego, man. Hey, as men, and especially competitive men, we got to check our ego sometime. You know, you can't let your ego get in the way of the bigger picture. So pretty much Gilbert was out the league because of that. He had to go play in China. He probably averaged 50 points a game over there. Yeah, Jarvis Crittenden. There you go. That's my boy Sean. Jarvis Crittenden or whatever. Yeah. Dumbass. What a dummy. You know what I'm saying? For real. My girl Whitney, what's up, sis? You say you behind on the NBA. Used to love watching Rasheed Wallace. You know what? I love me some Rasheed Wallace too. Because like he say, ball don't lie. You know what I'm saying? But Rasheed had heart. And he wasn't soft either. And he was the perfect fit for Detroit. And he was like a perfect stretch 4 at that time. And he could switch up, play the 5. I mean, he was a perfect fit for them all the way around. But he had to get his temper under control. It's a shame when he finally did, he was on the downslide of his career, because when he was with Portland, he was balling. But I don't think Rashid ever averaged 20 points a game. I think his best year was 19 points a game, when Rashid could have easily put up 20, 25 points a game in his career. I like Rashid even when he was in North Carolina. That's when they had a squad too. Then they have Stackhouse, Rashid. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Rashid played street ball. You right. He did. Hey, and you know what? That's why I used to like Detroit when they had Rashid and Ben Wallace. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what else? Jordan used to talk crap about Rip Hamilton. He said, because Rip said he wanted to be on Team Jordan, and he like, nah, you ain't good enough to be on Team Jordan. So what he do? He kept balling to the point where he got on Team Jordan. That's what he did. He didn't put his head down and cry about it. I'm going to go ahead and put this link up if y'all want to come up and talk about some sports. All right, let me go on to my next article. Let's switch it up. Vanessa Bryant. I'll talk about Vanessa Bryant right quick. Let me get this straight. And I get it, but I think she's doing a little too much. So we know Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's wife, and that Kobe died in the tragic helicopter accident. This story is that she's really going hard and trying to make an example out of those first responders that took pictures of Kobe. Now, that was messed up, and that they shared it, but they didn't share it on social media. And I have not met anybody that actually saw the pictures. Have any of you all seen those pictures? And if you did, how easy was it for you to find those pictures? I'm sure you had to do some looking, because I tried to do some looking and I didn't find it. Now, maybe I don't know how to search for the stuff properly, which is possible. But she is like trying to like have these people fired, make an example of them, sue them. She using all this little $600 million net worth against these people. They say that she's gotten over 50 depositions that she want to have, but it can't take place until they get every single document. And I get it, man, but it's not their fault Kobe died. It's not their fault. It's not. And they didn't. If the pictures was out to the masses and her kids saw them, I can understand why she was so hurt, but they didn't. And it even says that she even attached naming the deputies, including one, pull them out of hiding like the roaches they are. Really? Because they took the pit. Damn. They didn't kill him. I mean, I could see if it was widely, put out there to the masses, and you got to live with seeing that, and your kids, your daughters saw that and everything. Because I did in my search find the autopsy sheet. Well, not the autopsy, the incident report. All right. And the incident report basically shows like the picture of a human male body. It's in black and white in the front, and then they show a picture of it side by side in the back, and then whoever fills it out has to mark like X's or scratch out and then document what happened. And I don't know, man, how many of you all know what happened to Kobe? You right. Why take pictures of it? But you got to keep in mind, people take pictures of every damn thing now. They taking pictures of their damn lunch. It's stupid. But they didn't put it out there to the masses. They don't deserve to be fired. I don't know, man. I think she's taking it too far. It's damn near like she wants them to go to jail. I mean, I think it's going a little too far. So they shouldn't. I could see if she made them delete it or some other stuff, not like where you could get it back type stuff, but like, something where is some type of way that they could guarantee it can't be recovered or something. I mean, I don't know all the details. I could see to something to that extent. But to put, these are first responders, people that have jobs that's trying to save lives, and now you trying to take them away from that. These people been working through COVID, all kind of stuff, and you want them to lose their jobs over this. I don't know. It wasn't right. I don't know if it's not negligence, because if it was me or you, they may take a picture too. What would that mean? But we not famous, so it wouldn't make a difference, right? But because he famous, now it's all of this. Like, I'm sure that they take pictures and stuff of accidents and incidents all the time. All the time. So it's not right. It's messed up. Maybe they should have got suspended, made sure that the stuff was deleted or whatever the case. But to have them going to court, possibly losing their job or worse, I think she taking it just a little too far. Not that they should be able to keep it on their phone. No, because eventually it will come out and it would get leaked. So I don't think that they should be able to do that. Maybe she could have even sued the phone company to make sure it gets deleted or something like that. But again, she's putting a lot of money into something. I don't know. It's a crazy situation. Well, that's another thing. We don't know. We don't know if they did take pictures of the other people. Now, I did see in the autopsy report that Kobe's skull was like cracked open, like bad. It was like a big gash here, and then in the back of his head was like bust open bad. His leg was chopped off. His arm was ripped off. I mean, Kobe got destroyed. He got destroyed, man. It was really messed up. So they got to be a little weird to be taking pictures of that in the first place, because I know that had to be gruesome. Because me just reading that report and seeing what they didn't put the little diagram of his head and his arms and legs, I'm like, wow, this dude got messed up, man. I hope he didn't have to suffer. And not because I cared so much, this, that, or the other. I mean, I didn't, being real, I just don't want nobody to have to suffer like that. That was really, really gruesome. So, just on a human level, I wouldn't want nobody to have to go through that. So, you say she wants the names released so they and their families can suffer. Y'all know how dangerous people on the internet can get. That's true. But would that help the situation? And then they made a mistake doing that. She would be doing that on purpose. So would she be just as bad, or would she be worse? Or would they be justified? They didn't cause Kobe to die. They didn't cause Kobe to crash, but she could cause them to get hurt by somebody. And if that was to happen, their families could come after her ass in that 600 million. She better chill. They may have it set up on purpose, have somebody come and beat their ass and say, man, it's because of you. I want the half, Eddie. I want the half, Eddie. I'm thinking they probably died upon impact, because that was really, really horrible. You're right. The police are supposed to be held to a higher standard, as well as the first responders, but we already know how many times the police just is dirty and don't live up to that standard. I'm not saying we should give up and just say, forget it. We shouldn't. But at the same time, I don't think that, I mean, I got this one thing, and I don't want to get off topic because I'm going to try to keep it about sports. But since George Floyd's death, over 100 people have been killed by the police. So in 1 year after George Floyd, over 100 people have been killed by the police. So it's as if they're not going, I don't know, man. It's hard to make these people learn their lesson or change their behavior. I'm not saying give up, but it ain't easy. It is difficult. And that's a whole nother subject, whole nother topic. And I don't know. I don't have the answer for that either. You say she would be worse because people would go after their families as well. And she did it on purpose. Whereas they maybe had a lapse in bad judgment or they was making bad decisions, period. But they didn't bring harm to Kobe or her family. Maybe if they saw the pictures or if it was on the internet and her daughters saw it and now they got that in their mind or what happened to their father and sister, that image, that's one thing. But that didn't happen. And so I think she taking it a little bit further than it probably should go. So they said the cops shared it in person, like showing the people around him on his phone. He didn't actually push share and share it. So like in this article, it says he shared it showing people at a bar. So that's me showing you like how we used to show stuff in the old school way. But he didn't actually press share and now somebody else has it on their phone to do what they wish with it. Now, does that make a difference? Y'all let me know in the comments. I think it does. I'm not saying it's better. Well, actually, I am. It is better that way, but it's still a bad thing. But it is better that he did not give that information to someone else to have on their device and then decide to share or whatever. Exactly. So at the bar, he drunk, he talking this and that, you know, and that was messed up. But at the same time, he didn't give them the pictures to do what they want. So I don't know. He was foul, but it wasn't as foul as diarrhea. It wasn't a doo-doo. It was bad. It was like a fart. Fart to stink, but it go away. You shit it on him, then it's in the drawers. You're going to have to clean it. It's deep. It's in there. It's going to leave skid marks and stains. He just farted. You can, it's gone. No proof it was ever even there. Anyway, imagine if these people told that he showed them at the bar. Imagine if he would have sent it to them. It would have been all over the world. So, you know, it is disgusting. I agree with y'all. I just don't think that I think she's taking it a little further than it should be. All right. Let me double back and let me go back to Steven Jackson. I was talking about this earlier, but my mic wasn't working right. So Steven Jackson ain't no joke. He one of the last of the old school generation players. He was there with Ron Artest in the Malice of the Palace in the stands, whooping ass like it was no tomorrow. When Steven Jackson was with the Pacers, and also Steven Jackson is a baller. Steven Jackson is a baller. I give Steven Jackson credit. I used to bust heads with him on 2K, and nobody knew who the hell it was at one point. Anyway, Sean, no, I'm a 2K GOAT. Sean ain't never beat me. I know you gonna say you did. We could go back to Lakers versus Celtics. We could talk about NBA Live, 2K on Dreamcast. What? You may beat me in real life, but on the game, I got your ass back. So we a tie. Anyway, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes podcast, All the Smoke. Kwame Brown then got mad because they had some things to say. So Steven Jackson appeared to threaten Kwame Brown in an Instagram post. He said that basically in a YouTube video published earlier this week, Kwame Brown blasted Jackson and Matt Barnes and Gilbert Arenas. And Gilbert Arenas was his teammate. So he need to chill because Gilbert let some things know and go about his ass that everybody don't know. But anyway, he said that, you know, he called Gilbert Arenas, described Kwame Brown as a show pony who had his confidence destroyed by Jordan. Now, Gilberto was there. He was there. And it said that Kwame Brown fired back by calling Barnes Becky with the good hair. That's kind of funny because Matt Barnes do got a little curly Sue at the top. You know what I'm saying? He got the little light skin, curly hair, good hair going on. And but Matt Barnes, he don't play though. Anyway, he told Jackson to put his blunt down and act like a grown man instead of a little boy, and then accused Arenas of taking money from him via their contracts. Boy, he can't take no money from you. If you was the big man and you was the GOAT, you would have got the money instead of him, or they would have paid both of y'all. How he gonna take money from you and you averaging 5 points a game? Shut your ass up. I would have paid him over your ass too. He called Steven Jackson a fake Black Lives Matter activist. For those who don't know, Steven Jackson and George Floyd were actually very good friends. And George Floyd was a star high school basketball player, from what they say. And Steven Jackson and him were real close. And so ever since George Floyd was killed, Steven Jackson been public about George Floyd and about police and all of that stuff. Let me check on these comments. All right. You say Steven Jackson, Baron Davis was a problem on NBA Live. For real. Hey, BD was a beast. He was a beast. They got rid of him for Chris Paul, though, but Baron Davis was a GOAT. You say Gil was there after Jordan left, so he witnessed Kwame and the after effects of Jordan. Well, Gilbert was drafted the same year. He was drafted the same year as Kwame Brown. That's why I was just showing earlier. We can go right here. But he was, you're right. I stand corrected. He was drafted by Golden State. He came to his third year. So you're right. And I forgot, was he traded for Monte Ellis? Let me see. I can't remember how he got there. Golden State should have kept Gilbert. You go to transactions. He got traded for Rashard Lewis. Wow. Well, no, that's Orlando. Drafted by Golden State. He was a free agent. Wow. Golden State let Gilbert walk. He averaged 18 points a game his second year. And they let him walk for free. I have to look back and see. Golden State didn't have no squad in 01 like that. I think they thought that they didn't need him. Damn. Yeah, he was traded to Orlando for Rashard Lewis. I remember that. Wow. And Rashard Lewis was over with then too. Damn. All right, you right. Yeah, this dude was averaging 18 points a game in only his second year, and they let him walk for nothing. And he played every game, 82 games. That's crazy. He was up to 19, 25, 29, 28. Yeah, that was crazy. Anyway, well, you know, stuff move fast. So I don't do this every day. So I didn't come right back out and say, you know, as soon as he apologized or whatever. I didn't see that either. So I don't know. You say your mom and Rashard's mother a good friend. I know that's right. Rashard Lewis made a lot of money, man. He got paid good when he was in Seattle with Ray Allen. And Rashard Lewis, man, he came out of high school too, didn't he? If I remember right. I could have swore Rashard Lewis came straight out of high school. He was lucky to come during that era. Let me double check right quick. I'm pretty sure he did, though. I'm pulling it up. Yep, straight out of high school from Texas. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's your hometown in Texas. Yep. So, yeah, he came straight out of high school, played 16 years. So, yeah. But, you know, so Steven Jackson, he did say you could come pull up on me. Bring as many people as you need. And, you know, I got you, big fella. And so Sun King is saying that he apologized since then. I haven't seen that. I'm not saying that he didn't. I ain't seen that. But this article was from, let's see, 5/23. So this article is 2 days ago. This article is from 2 days ago. All right. And he said, I'm back in the ATL. Pull up. Bring as many people as you want to feel safe. I need to look you in your eye, big guy. Now, Steven Jackson ain't as tall as him, but I get what he's saying. Let's look face to face and see what's up. Now, it says right here, the former #1 pick will always be known as a draft bust. He's used to people criticizing him, but he said he doesn't understand why Jackson and others won't let things go. Now, I don't understand what made them bring up Kwame Brown. It's not that I believe in letting things go, but if it is what it is, it is what it is. But what made them get on this subject? Like, he's old news. So I don't understand what made them bring this up. Y'all let me know, because I obviously missed it. What happened that made them talk about Kwame Brown? I don't know. What happened? You say he a fake ass woke thug? Hey, he may be a fake ass woke, but he ain't no fake ass thug. Or put it this way, Steven Jackson is real, as far as he a real nigga. He ain't playing, and he will see you. He got into some type of he did got into a couple. Part of the reason the Pacers traded him is because he got into some fight at some strip club and pulled a gun on somebody. Now, I'm not saying that make you gangster, because anybody can shoot anybody and anybody can pull a gun. I'm just saying, like, dude is known to get into fights and have guns and do all kind of other stuff. And I don't know. I don't know if Kwame Brown about that life. Not to say that's the good life to be, or that's, you know, means you're somebody, because it doesn't. Anybody can have a gun, shit. You know, hey, I'm built for drive-bys. Now I'm like a transformer. You come at me, I'm going to roll out on your ass. Anyway. I don't know. You say anytime someone talk about Bus, his name will forever come up. That's true. Now, people are saying this, and Sean said this a little while ago, my brother Sean over here, that he played and got 12 years of NBA checks, that he ain't a bust. He's not a bust in the game of life, but he's a bust in the game of basketball because he did not live up to expectations as the #1 overall draft pick. Here's my proof. Okay, let's go down the list. It's only about 4 busts in NBA history in the last 30 to 40 years. The biggest bust in history is, what's his name? Anthony Bennett. He's the biggest bust in NBA history, without a doubt. Then I would say it's Purvis Ellison. Then I would say it's Kwame Brown. So Anthony Edwards is too young to decide, but he looked like he got potential. Zion Williamson is a beast. He might be the face of the NBA in the future, in the next 5 years. DeAndre Ayton is a beast. I was saying that the other day. He just made Anthony Davis look like a boy. DeAndre Ayton, now that he's playing with a real point guard and Chris Paul, he about to grow up real fast. DeAndre Ayton got game. Y'all don't think he got game? Let me know in the comments. Markelle Fultz is on the fence right now, but he did start improving in Orlando, and we do see he has potential still. He's still young. The jury's not out on Markelle yet. Ben Simmons, if he knew how to shoot, could be the best player in the NBA. If Ben Simmons had a J, and if he had a 3, oh, come on. Ben Simmons could be the best player in the NBA. Karl Anthony Towns is a baller. He's a big man, can shoot, play. He on a bad team. His defense can be a little questionable, but at the same time, if he locks in, he's a handful. Wiggins is not a bust. He's averaging 20 points a game. He hasn't had the right situation. His defense is not the best, I will admit, but it's not many people that can average 20 points in the NBA game. Just to pull it up in case some people was talking about Wiggins, his first year, 16.9, 20, 23, 17, 18, 21. He was averaging 22 with Minnesota, got traded to Golden State, 19. He put up 18 points a game this year. I mean, he's averaging 19 and a half points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists. His three-point percentage is 34%. This was his best year now that he had some spacing with Curry, but he's not a bust. And he really wouldn't have been the number one pick if Embiid wasn't injured. But because of Embiid's injury history, he became number one pick. If we go to Kyrie Irving, I mean, come on. Anthony Bennett is a bust. He the biggest buster. He's a buster. He's a buster, cuz he shouldn't have been number one overall pick. Nobody knew who the hell he was. He came out of nowhere. This dude averaged 4 points, 5 points, 1.5 points, 5 points, and out the NBA. But if you want to be technical, because a lot of people want to talk about how much money somebody make, and don't get me wrong, money is very important in the game of life. This dude made $16.5 million. Now, you take out 50%, 40% to Uncle Sam, 10% to your agent. He still made, what, $7-8 million? That's a lot of money. So in the game of life, no. Are any of these guys bust? But it depends on if they blew their money. We can go down the list right here. Anthony Davis, Kyrie, John Wall, Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose. Greg Oden is a bust because of injury, but he had the potential and talent to do something. Bargnani was a baller. He didn't get the publicity and stuff, but he was a baller, and he wasn't a bust. Bogut became a defensive player. He was worth something to his teams. It was a weak draft, and he wasn't a bust, but he wasn't a star either. Dwight Howard, come on, LeBron James, Yao Ming, Kwame Brown, Kmart, Elton Brand, Olowokandi was a bust. He was a bust. He put up 8, 9, 8, 11, 12, 6, 5, 5, and 1.7 and was out the NBA. So, you know. But in the game of life, did he make a lot of money? Yes. All right. I got Mike coming through. What's up, Mike?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I see you just gave me the comment. Give Zion some time. He might fall off. You think Big Z gonna fall off? Damn, he gone. I guess you didn't think I could hear you. How many of y'all think that Zion Williamson might fall off? I don't know about that one. I mean, anything can happen, especially in a game like basketball with injuries. But barring injury, can't nobody really hang with Zion. He too big and strong. What's up? What's up? You back?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I heard you before you left.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't hear you. That was the issue.
Okay. What's up? So you say give Zion some time, he might fall off. Are you saying because of his talent or because of injury?
I don't think he's that talented offensively. All he does is just dunk. I think he's talented running the plays. But Depending how he trains himself in the future, if he slims down more, because I think he's overweight for his size, and for his
But it's
size to
all
be jumping
muscle.
around like that.
If it
I know,
wasn't
but
all muscle, I would agree. But his body is very heavy for his frame. You're right.
yeah, because he's out here just it's not because I know he's all muscle, but he's out here jumping around, doing all. That's a lot of
Blowing
pressure
up
to be
his
put.
shoes.
Yeah, so that's a lot of pressure to be putting on his knees and stuff like that. So I'm saying like he might,
That's true,
you
but
know,
that'll go to injury though.
that's true. But me, I don't think he's that talented offensively. All he does is catch dunks and just overpower people.
That's true. He's like a souped up
Blake
Blake
Griffin,
Griffin right
yeah,
now.
like Blake Griffin, shorter Blake
Now,
Griffin.
if he evolves and learn how to shoot, he gonna be trouble, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know who's going to teach him how to shoot because if he goes on the
well,
offseason, maybe learn like a post game, but I don't know.
that's one of the problems with the NBA is they don't learn, they don't work on their game. Like Ben Simmons is one dimensional, but that's his fault. Why is he not learning how to shoot? Jordan couldn't shoot like that at first in the league. And what did he do? He became a good shooter.
Jason
He
Kidd couldn't
worked
shoot
on
in the
his
beginning of the
game.
league.
Jason Kidd, it couldn't shoot. He went down as like the second or third for all
Third.
time 3-point. You know what I'm saying? He went down as third all time and made 3-pointers. This dude could not shoot. You have to evolve and work on your game, man.
They used to call him Asen Kidd because he had no J.
Right, right. Hey, for real. So you know, and Ben Simmons, if he could learn how to shoot, he could be the best player in the NBA, man.
So my issue with Ben Simmons is he doesn't even try to take jump shots. He shies away from me. He doesn't even try. That's my issue with him. Like for
I
you to
agree.
like attempt to take because the way they sag off him on offense when he's at the 3-point
Exactly.
line is so
Yep.
disrespectful.
And it hurts the whole team. It hurts the whole team because now you know he's not going to take that shot, so you can sag off. If he can't penetrate, he going to have to pass it off, which then makes it harder on everybody else to score. Having Seth Curry opened up their offense a whole lot. But at the same time, if Ben could shoot, that would really open it up for Seth and Embiid because now you got to play everybody straight up. And it's hard to play Ben Simmons' big ass straight up. If
Yeah,
he could
because
shoot.
I forgot last year. I forgot the name of the coach, but I hated their coach last year because this dude come out of no respect. Yeah, he come out of no respect in the locker room. Everybody could tell, but the Sixers would not fire this guy. But I'm
Because
glad
he needed a shot to have with a good team, though, because he was there when they was doing the rebuild mode, if I remember right. So as soon as they got get good, you want to fire him. Well, damn, you gonna pile up all these losses on me. As soon as we finally got the, to trust the process, you got rid of me. But that's what I was about to say a second ago. It's hard to get players to develop now in the NBA, though. They make too much money. They're more valuable and have more respect than a coach. And they'll get a coach fired before they'll get rid of a Ben Simmons. Like if it wasn't for like a coach with the stature of a Doc Rivers. And even Doc Rivers said, don't worry about shooting, Ben. Just play your game. No.
But I seen Ben Simmons
shoot.
shoot more. I seen Ben Simmons shoot more with Doc.
He shoot more, but he still don't take no shots. Like I love Basketball Reference. I'm gonna pull it up. Shine, my boy, you wrong in the sense that he was a bust, but he got injured, and we talking about #1 overall picks. Like we was talking about this with Mike. Me and Mike was talking about this a couple days ago, and you're right. He didn't live up to expectations as what, #3? But at the same time, #1 is supposed to be the best player, a can't miss player. Am I right on that, or am I the only one think #1 supposed to be the surefire, sure shot?
No, because your scouts make mistakes. I can't put on the person
That's
for being
true.
pick #1 because you wouldn't say Jordan.
I
Yeah,
agree.
you wouldn't say Jordan wasn't the best player in his draft. He was picked third.
But no, I said you can't miss. So Jordan may or may not, but Olajuwon was a can't miss, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could based on his skill set, but
I'm saying, so it ain't always who's best. You have to go with the can't miss, surefire player.
But you still want Olajuwon though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's important for like the place you like that drafts you that they want you.
That's
I
true.
can't blame. I can't expect somebody, especially a 18-year-old kid, to be his best self if he's in an environment that's so toxic that they made it clear from day one they didn't want you. Michael Jordan got fired for the way he talked to the players. So like, how can I
I
expect
don't
this
agree
young
with that
kid?
though. I know we looked and I pulled up a little people saying that, but he didn't. Okay, he may not have got back rehired, but he didn't get fired for that. He gave up his ownership stake to play, and he was under the assumption and the wink wink hint hint agreement that after I play with the team, I could come back into my position. And they pulled the rug and said, no, because maybe because of how you talk to the players, this or that, we're not gonna do it. But they didn't like fire him. He was in the position already, and then they say, you know what? You talk bad about them, we gonna fire you.
But I read a lot of articles that said he was fired just for that. Even players said that that was the reason why he got fired. And Jordan's track records prove that he's not a good GM. Like he's not a good GM. So I believe when
Well,
people saying that's what happened earlier in like the early parts of his like managing career, I believe he was even worse than what he is now. I'm sure he got better, but like
right.
when
Well,
you
the
first
thing is
began,
this: it's hard for star players to evaluate talent or coach because you expect a certain amount from people or you see certain things, but your vision is jaded because you see it as a superstar and you're gonna make mistakes because everybody is not like that. Even only person that's the best evaluator of talent that I've seen that was a superstar in their playing day is Jerry West. Jerry West
yeah,
is a
he's really
great
good. Yeah, he's really
evaluator of
good.
talent.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
he's
good. Yeah.
really good. But if you think about others, even
But
Magic
he's a point
Johnson,
guard though. He's different. He's a
yeah.
point guard. You know, point guards they're supposed to judge like players, like who's good and stuff like
But
that.
Magic was a bad coach.
Yeah, he was terrible. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Magic.
Yeah, you're
Larry Bird was a good coach. I gotta give him credit. But he quit because he was pissed because they wouldn't do and play how he wanted them to play. But he was a good coach, but he couldn't even take it to a certain extent because as a star on those levels, you got a little bit different game than other people. You know what I mean? And some things came easier to you, or you had a different work ethic than everybody else. Really, everybody ain't gonna put that in. What about Isaiah Thomas? Was he really a good coach? He did all right with the Pacers, but he didn't do shit with the Knicks.
No, he did terrible.
And
You're
he
right.
made a lot of bad GM decisions, didn't he?
But I can't put the Knicks on him because the Knicks always make no matter who's in that position, something always bad happens. So I can't blame him for the Knicks.
Right. That's true. The Knicks been good for the first time, but what? They was good one year with Melo, but that's what, 2 out of 20.
And the reason, yeah, it's true. And the reason for I was keeping for Kwame was he's told a lot of stuff about his career that I never heard anybody say. So like the whole trade with Ed Davis to the Bulls, nobody mentioned that. And Stephen A.
You mean
Smith,
Elton Brand or Ed Davis?
I think it was Ed Davis. But you
Ed
could
Davis is a buster though.
yeah, I know, but
I think it
Stephen
was
A.
Elton
Smith.
Brand. I read in the article it was Elton Brand
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was. I think it might be one of those two players.
because
But
that's
Stephen
who
A.
was on
Smith,
the Bulls.
he went on the show and he said, just top and please, just saying that the reason why that Kwame was right about Jordan not wanting him and da da da. But yeah, Stephen A. didn't really like refute anything Kwame was saying, so I had to do a little bit more research and yeah, I really thought it was unusual when I was growing up. I used to hear them just kill this dude Kwame. Like, granted, he wasn't like a scoring machine, but he was serviceable. He was playing good defense. People had on his team to block, not to block. Like he wasn't a great shot blocker, but he was good.
Keep
He was
reaching.
good at defense.
Keep
Like
reaching.
in that era of the NBA, there was a lot of talented big men, right? So he was
Yeah,
also he was used to like play defense, so people wouldn't have to double team these players. So I know, but I'm saying like with Kwame, the way they killed this dude is like he was like the worst player to ever play the game of basketball. Like, so I know you try
no,
to bring up Anthony Bennett, but
that's the worst NBA draft, #1 overall. Does anybody disagree with me on that?
Who?
Anthony Bennett. Yeah.
I gotta see who's in that draft again.
Okay, let's go to the draft. But regardless of who was in the draft, he was #1 overall. We can look at just #1 overall picks. So, like, this is a thing that I see also. The #1 overall pick is an isolated thing, man. Like, I don't compare the #1 to everybody else. But I get it. Some drafts are weak. You got to look and see. But Joakim Noah would have been #1, but he decided to go back to school one more year. But Noah ended up having a good career, though, nevertheless. But here's Anthony Bennett. Let's see. Let's go to the 13 draft. Damn, man, it's been that long. So Giannis Antetokounmpo, if it could go over again, we all know he would be #1. Although nobody knew Giannis would be Giannis. Like you say, you make mistakes. Nobody saw that coming. Okay. Rudy Gobert and Oladipo. So they only got 3 All-Stars out of that draft. Oladipo went #2. Oladipo got game, but he got like tissue paper body, man. He hurt every other day. Every other day he hurt, man.
He needs some milk.
Otto Porter has not lived up to expectations either, though. Cody Zeller, that when Jordan picked him, I blew my top. I could not believe he picked him. Now, Cody Zeller and Oladipo played in Indiana together, and so I saw them play. He was like so stiff, so robotic. I ain't no way in the world you could have told me he was gonna go #4 overall that year. I would have never believed that. Alex Lynn, I would have picked Nerlens Noel over Cody Zeller if I was Jordan. Now, Noel did have a knee injury, but he had way more potential, his blocks and everything, and he actually did put up some good numbers in Philly, and I think they should have kept him and helped take pressure off of Embiid, because he could have been a Ben Wallace type player, and Embiid could have been Rasheed Wallace. That would have been ugly, but they didn't do it. Ben McLemore never lived up to expectations. KCP still is a decent player, but didn't live up. Trey Burke, I like Trey Burke. I would have picked him higher.
He's all right. He's super inconsistent.
Well, he keeps getting traded to bad situations. He led Michigan. I think they won the championship that year. And he's little, but Trey Burke, he only 6 foot. Trey Burke got game, man. Look at this. He's inconsistent to me, yeah. His first year, 12 points a game, 12.8, 10. Then he got traded to Washington. He went from getting 20. He went from 32, 30, 21. I think they got by this time. What's his name? Donovan Mitchell or somebody. So he started really losing minutes. Or they got Dante Exum, who is a bust. But anyway, he went from 20 to 30 minutes to 12 minutes a game and averaged 5 points. He went to the Knicks, which the Knicks should have kept him, 12.8, 11.8 with the Knicks. He got traded to Dallas, 9 points a game. And he was only playing 20 minutes with the Knicks, still putting up 12 points. And so, he got game, man. It's just that he keep getting traded and being in bad situations. He was averaging in 23 minutes with Dallas, 12 points last year, but now he get 15 minutes a game because Luka Doncic is a beast. And so he ain't getting enough tick. But I would love to have Trey Burke on my team. On 2K, that's the type of player I would pick up in our, online season. I used to play online season with people. And I'm thinking about doing it again. But I used to find people like Trey Burke and bring them into my rotation, start busting heads. People thought that they was washed up or a scrub, and I'd show them a thing or two.
Yeah, I'm not.
But Trey Burke. CJ McCollum, ended up being the star.
Be a beast.
Yeah. Now Michael Carter Williams was the rookie of the year this year.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah. I think that Philly should have kept him.
Nah, he's
Who's
trash,
their
man.
point guard now, other than Ben Simmons? I think they would have been good to have him at 6'7". He was averaging 17 points a game. His rookie year, 16.7. Then he went
He had his chance in
15
Orlando,
points.
man, and
You
he
say
blew it.
what?
He had his chance in Orlando to really show what he's made of, and he blew it.
Man, he was getting 34, 32 minutes a game, 34 and a half, 33. In Orlando, he getting 18 and 25. He ain't getting no tick. But he can't shoot. That's his problem. 26%, 23%. He's still 20-something% shooter from three.
He's just a big guard.
Yeah, he a big guard. But anyway, this wasn't that strong of a draft. Dennis Schroeder, he's a good scorer. But this wasn't the greatest of draft. Tim Hardaway Jr. would have been in the top 5 or 6. Tim Hardaway Jr. can get buckets. The Knicks should have kept him. If they had him, they'd be balling. Look, with the Knicks, he averaged 10 points, 11 points. He got traded to Atlanta, 6-14, came back to the Knicks, 17 and a half. Then 19 points a game with the Knicks, and then got traded to Dallas, where he put up 15 and then 15 and 16. Like, Tim Hardaway Jr. can score, and he can shoot. 36%, 30. He was almost 40% from three from his last 2 years. Like Tim Hardaway Jr., and he got size, 6'5". He bigger than his daddy. Shoot, the Bulls. I wish the Bulls would keep some people. But anyway, man, Rudy Gobert would have definitely went over Cody Zeller in my book. Yeah. So if we could do this draft all over again, of course, we know Giannis would go number 1. But let's just go off of the projections from what we saw here before we saw them play, which is hard. But I would have picked maybe Nerlens Noel over Anthony Bennett. Definitely should have got Oladipo over Anthony Bennett. A lot of these other people was kind of, up in the air. Giannis went 15th in the draft, boy.
And I don't think Cleveland is a good place for young players to go. They don't really develop players that well.
Where?
Cleveland?
Yeah. Well, LeBron was already a finished product.
LeBron is LeBron. LeBron go anywhere.
Right. Plus, LeBron worked on his game, too. Because LeBron couldn't shoot threes like that. S. Young, what's up? I see you in there. Let me know when you back. But LeBron worked on his game.
Yeah, because you know why I say that? Because Cleveland had a lot of number 1 overall picks, and I think 75% of them didn't work out. So the team is not good. It's not a good team to develop young players.
They make bad picks though. Nobody knew Anthony Bennett was gonna be picked first. That was a bad pick. S. Young, what's up, brother? Can't hear you. You muted.
Salute, Jay. How you been, man?
Hey, I'm good. I got you unmuted now. You what's up? Hey, before I say something, hey, Christian Laettner didn't go number 1. Shaq went number 1.
Shaq did win number 1.
Yeah, Laettner was 3. It was Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, then Laettner.
Christian Laettner.
Yeah. So what's on your mind, brother? What you want to talk about right quick, S. Young?
Anything you want to talk it about?
All right. Well, let me see. I had another article over here. Let me see which one. All right, we'll switch it up. What's up with this Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul fight? What's up with that? What you think about this?
It's funny.
That fight.
Yeah, let me hear from you, and then I'm gonna switch it up to Mike.
I feel like this fight is ridiculous. No, you got a YouTuber, and you got a real professional fighter. This is worse than when he fought McGregor. So this doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not watching that fight. That's kind of a money grab.
Especially for a pay-per-view, it is a money grab.
Yeah.
Mike, what you think about it? It's saying Mayweather look impressive for a 44-year-old.
For a 44-year-old. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the Logan brothers. I don't think they're whack at boxing, but I think they're amateurs. I don't think they should be getting the opportunity to fight one of the greatest boxers to ever live. This is just. I think he's just taking this fight because. I think you can look it up. I think he's getting like 7-10 mil off this fight. I don't know how much money he's getting off. He's getting a lot of money off this fight.
That's crazy
so
too.
It's gonna be easy work for him. It's gonna be.
No, Jake Logan's getting more money than Floyd in that fight. No, I think that's how it was on.
Money. No. Hell
yes,
no.
he did. Logan signed. Logan.
I'm about to Google it.
Yeah, because Logan signed a deal with Showtime.
Let me see if they say it in this
article. Getting more money than Floyd.
Yeah, you can Google it up. Google Logan Paul signed with Showtime. He was signed him.
Logan Paul 6'2". Floyd is 5'8". Damn. But he only got a 4-inch reach. Floyd got some long arms.
Right. For a small guy, definitely.
He does.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul got one fight and one loss.
Yeah, I don't think Logan could touch him.
He didn't even win. I thought so. That was Jake Paul that knocked out.
He fought the YouTuber twice. It was one loss. It was
KSI
one draw
or something.
Yeah, it was one loss, one draw, one loss.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that stat card, man. 50 wins.
This is a joke, man.
one fight, 0 wins. Like, come on,
man. What the? You know what? I didn't even realize this ain't the Nate Robinson knockout dude till just now.
No, that's
Jake. That's his brother Jake.
Man, YouTube, man, is something else. Because it can build your audience up to make you into a ready-made star, a name, and that's all they doing is using that to get people to do something. It say he turned pro a year later with KSI.
Right.
27 winning by scrappy split decision. Right. He takes the loser. Right? Oh my goodness.
That was the first fight. Yeah. Now this picture, it was a second
fight. Is this KSI?
Yeah, okay. This is the rematch. This one, the rematch.
And they both are YouTubers, right?
Right.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What the hell? YouTube is really powerful, man.
Yeah, but seeing Floyd, I know the incident with him and Paul, Jake Paul's Logan Paul brother, incident happened. I feel like Floyd Mayweather's training this, like he's in.
That was staged, man.
Like he's in the title.
So this is in pounds and euros. Let's see how much it is in dollars. This can't be right. Floyd Mayweather used Instagram to send the message. He set to pick for 100 million. Get the fork out of here, man.
Yeah, that's about right.
That can't be right. 100 million to fight a dude with just one loss.
He made 100 million off a Conor fight.
But Conor is a fighter, though, at least.
It's YouTube, man. I'm telling you.
Come on, man.
It's YouTube. You know this kid wanted to see that fight.
Man, I'll let him push me over for 50.
I think Logan Paul got like 26 million followers on YouTube.
That's crazy. I know he got a lot. He one of the biggest names on YouTube.
Yeah.
But good grief, man. His videos is goofy too, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't like to talk and hate on nobody, but what are people watching him do? Stunts and pranks?
Yeah, pranks and stuff like that.
But like everything though.
But that Floyd thing, he said 100 mil. He made a paycheck for 100 mil, but he actually earned 280 from the fight. From a McGregor fight
against Conor.
Yeah, Floyd made 280, almost 300.
You know why? Because
he's the promoter.
Pay-per-view buy.
Yeah, because he's the promoter. Promotion. So
his deal, he gets a percentage of the pay-per-view buys, which I think is genius.
He say, I can fight a fighter right now. I can guarantee myself 35 million. I can eventually probably make 50 million for just a regular fight. Let's see. Or me and Paul could go out, entertain, have fun, and make 9 figures, 100 million or more. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It's money is Mayweather, man. He fights for the money, man.
I think we got a 6-round exhibition. I think it's gonna be very entertaining for the people.
6
And
rounds.
that's crazy.
That's light.
Like this dude Logan can't even make it 2.
He said 35 million for 12 or 100 million for 6. Man, he's robbing people.
You know what he's taking? You know what is it robbing if they're paying for it?
Yeah, it say that the official split remains unclear, but Mayweather will take home the lion's share of the earnings. Come on, man. Yeah, what in the world, man? Oh, snap. Mike Tyson is fighting Lennox Lewis. Rematch is on.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, that's true. He was supposed to fight Evander. He's going to fight Evander next.
I heard that, but I guess not. They say Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, because after the Lennox fight, he's going to give some time. Then he's going to fight Evander Holyfield. So, Tyson.
Oh, man. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing this.
Do you guys really want to see that?
Floyd. Huh?
Do you guys really want to see that?
I do. Because you know what? Tyson didn't look that bad when he fought Roy Jones.
Oh, Roy? Yeah,
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
2 50-year-old man fucking
I won't pay for it.
About to kill each other.
That's true. I won't pay for it, but I would like to see it. But I did pay for the Tyson Roy Jones. I did stream it on my Twitch channel too.
Right.
But you saw it when I did that?
That was pretty entertaining, I'm not gonna lie.
It was. It took a long time. Snoop was pretty good as an announcer too.
No, when the Jake and Nate, he got me laughing.
Yeah. Wasn't Snoop on that one too?
What? What?
The Tyson, he said it's like my uncle's fighting in the backyard barbecue or something.
Yeah, that was.
That's funny.
He's an announcer for Thriller.
Yeah. So I wonder if Tyson does this, how much money he gonna make and if he gonna keep it.
To me, I don't think he care about the money.
I don't think at first, but I don't think you're gonna get hit by Lennox Lewis for free. See, in the Roy Jones fight, I don't think he was worried about Roy Power like that. Lennox did lay his ass out, didn't he? If I remember correctly.
with a right hand. Caught him with a right hand.
Yeah, Lennox a big boy.
Yeah,
How was Lennox looking today though?
You say how old is he? He about Tyson's age.
No, he's looking a little bit young.
How's he looking? I was looking to see a picture of him.
He has no dread. He's tall. He's like tall, still big. So
he ain't gonna shrink.
No.
He lost about 6
shape though.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Who do y'all think? Who would y'all like to see fight? If it was a fight you want to see, either people in shape or old school fight. S Young, who you want to see fight? Then I ask you, Mike. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all want to see fight.
But
Canelo and Triple G.
Oh. S Young, Mike. Wait. Who you say? He said Canelo Triple G. I think Triple G won that fight, but
yeah. But, to me, Bud versus Spence Jr.
But you talking about what you call it from Terrence Crawford from Omaha.
Yeah,
Bud Crawford. Hey, you know what? He is really the best pound for pound right now, though. People sleeping on Terrence Crawford, man, because he could switch it up, southpaw or orthodox, and beat your ass, dude. That's why he really having a hard time, because don't nobody want to fight him. You said him against Errol Spence Jr.?
Yeah, it's I got 4 or 3 of them.
Wait, let me ask you this right quick. You think Errol Spence gonna be the same after that car accident? Because he was messed up bad.
Well, I don't know, because I heard he's fighting Pacquiao. You know, so I want to see how that's gonna.
Pacquiao still fighting?
I can't believe that either.
Yes, he's still fighting.
You can't put down the Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, keep it
This
going.
dude, isn't he like governor of the Philippines or something?
Right.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah. And who else you say you want to see fight, S. Young?
That's right. David Garcia or something. David Garcia.
Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia and Daniel Hain. Daniel Hain. Right?
And who?
Devin.
I don't know who that is.
Devin Hanley.
Yeah, you know who I want to see fight? That never happened.
Who you want to see fight, Mike?
No, my bastard. Ryan Garcia.
Anthony Joshua was talking so much trash.
Anthony
Joshua versus Tyson Fury. I wanted to see that for the longest.
Yeah. S. Young, what you think about that? So this is the three-headed monster. I love heavyweights too. They hit hard and they don't dance. But between Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and what's his name with the hell of a right hand from God,
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder, man. All he got is that right hand. That boy is dangerous, man. Now Tyson Fury is actually the best boxer out of all of them, though. But he don't hit that hard.
To me, I don't know about Deontay Wilder because like he all he does is just throw wild punches. That's it. Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, he don't have really any game. It's like it's similar to like what we was talking about in the NBA.
Though.
Exactly. So like some players are so gifted, like Ben Simmons, that he can be an all-star and play without having no game because he just is a gifted person. Deontay, so he don't work on like the three and his fundamentals. Like Deontay Wilder didn't learn how to really box because he got that fucking right hand is like a nuke. Straight up, that right hand is a nuke. If he landed, he can end the fight. He dropped Tyson Fury and he was losing the fight the whole fight.
Right. One thing about he throws a wild punch, but a lot of people know
anybody with that right hand.
Like he got long arms, very tall and have very long arms.
Definitely. He like 6'7".
Yeah, strong.
But so is Tyson Fury. They look each other eye to eye though.
Definitely.
Yeah, Tyson Fury is a hell of a boxer though. What'd you say, Mike?
Isn't he like 7 foot tall, 300 pounds, Tyson Fury?
He's 6'7",
something like that.
He's 6'7". I think they both fight him.
Yeah, they see eye to eye. I think Anthony Joshua is like 6'4" or something.
Yeah,
6'3", 6'4", or he might even be like close to 6'6". But you know what Deontay Wilder remind me of is Mike Tyson in his prime. Y'all a little younger. You may not have saw Tyson in his prime.
You think so?
As far as, but Tyson was a better boxer. But as far as that power punch to lay your ass out with like a one-hitter quitter, man.
Well, I think he had like power in both hands. Anthony Joshua has it just in his right hand.
Well, Mike, I didn't watch him like do there. I watched highlights. I watched highlights his whole full fight.
Yeah, I watched highlights too.
That's on YouTube. So one thing Mike has over him is like his stance. Cause see, Mike's stance, he's like this. He's weak. He's weaving on his defense, and then once you do this, is like boom. It's like a peekaboo thing, like peekaboo, boom, right? Like good, very good right hand. Wilder does have that. Wilder just go with that wild punch. It just hit you and just land it. So I definitely see with your comparison because they have good right hands. They're very, very good. They're always good with that.
Tyson actually had a bigger uppercut.
Oh my god,
he did.
Yeah. You're talking about Mike Tyson or Tyson Fury?
Swinging?
Mike Tyson.
Okay, right. Tyson uppercut would knock your head off your shoulders, man.
I saw that with Larry Holmes. YouTube when him with that uppercut.
Yeah, Larry Holmes was washed up then, but he did whoop his ass though. I see my girl Bap is here. What's up, Bap? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm all right.
What's going on, Bap?
Good. Glad you took time out. Your busy schedules to stop by. I appreciate you. What's up?
I feel all important.
You is everybody important, man. I appreciate all of y'all. You know, even y'all in the comments. Everybody.
Wait a second. S. Young, he's actually on camera.
Oh yeah, you know, he didn't came
You
out.
are such a handsome young man.
I told you got that good smile, boy. You better show it, man. Get
Yep.
that $1 million smile. I'm working on mine.
Let me stop embarrassing him, though. Y'all were talking boxing.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Hey, he ain't gonna mind you throwing them shots. Hey, so what's up, girl? What's on your mind with these sports? What you like to talk about?
Y'all saw that my favorite team is kind of falling apart right now. The Packers.
Oh, the Packers.
Yeah,
they did it to themselves though. Why they treating one of the greatest as far as
what happened with the Packers?
Quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers? Why are they drafting his successor and treating him greasy?
They've been doing that dude's whole career. It's been embarrassing to watch.
And he was actually a product of that to Brett Favre.
Right.
They don't.
The whole entire Packers organization should be ashamed of itself, except for what's that guy's name? I forgot our new coach.
I don't know who that is. I know McCarthy was the coach forever, but he ain't there.
Right, but he's the only Matt LaFleur because he's the only one who wasn't involved, except for up until like a couple years ago. Yeah,
LaFleur, as Steve
right.
Matt LaFleur.
So they sitting there starting OTAs and Aaron Rodgers is out there in Hawaii having fun with his fiance.
I ain't mad at him too. He married the actress, right? What's her name?
Oh, Olivia Hunt, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I think that's who.
They're not together anymore. It's another girl, but I don't know her name.
They're not together. She's supposed a lot on Aaron Rodgers.
She's really pretty.
Yeah, she is. Whoever I saw, it's another actress, I think, but she pretty too. But
yeah, she is. She's a real pretty lady.
Yeah, he got at least a couple $100 million, so that. Hey, you gonna find you a pretty lady on your shoulder. At least you got that type of assets in your pocket. Not to say that's everything, but it definitely helps. Now, one thing I'm gonna say about the Packers, and I'm a little jealous because my Bears ain't never had this type of luck, is they had 2 Hall of Fame legendary quarterbacks back to back and never built the team around either one of them. How you gonna have?
Hey, now don't talk too much now.
Rodgers for 40 years. Damn.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because with the Bears still kind of haven't won a Super Bowl in the 21st century. So
I know that's what I'm saying. But we ain't had no legendary quarterback, and we got the same amount of Super Bowls as y'all almost. We got 1 since '85. Y'all got 2. But y'all had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre for 30 years, 40 years.
Y'all had 1 since '85?
Yeah, Jim McNabb.
Jim Harbaugh. I mean, McMahon.
McMahon.
Harbaugh was okay, but he played better when he was with the Colts. But we ain't had a really legendary quarterback. McMahon was good and he was flashy, but if you look at his stats, he wasn't really. We was a Walter Payton team in defense,
Y'all had Jay Cutler.
Yeah, had Jay Cutler. Though.
Man, more like Jay Gutler.
Y'all had Rex Grossman.
Oh my God, Turnover-saurus Rex.
Rex Grossman, Rex Grossman.
Turnover-saurus Rex. Man, I can't believe we was giving him so much time. Lovie Smith blew the team with him.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been interesting. And then my main thing that I wanted to talk about was the whole Kwame Brown thing.
What's up with Kwame? What you want to say?
Just that people should have left him alone. And then maybe they wouldn't be getting cussed out halfway across the internet.
Oh, man. Come on. People talk sports, man.
People talk sports, but people like that talk sports and have certain people be their whipping boys, and then sometimes the people talk back. With Kwame Brown, he just happens to be somebody who isn't obligated to any network. He has his own money, he has his own property, so he didn't care. He just said what he wanted to say.
That's true, but did anybody lie on him?
I think they kind of exaggerate. About his career, and they leave facts out.
To me, I think bullying. Because I know bullying. Bullying.
Can't bully a grown man.
Yeah. Try to make fun of his NBA career. Like, oh, he this and that. And I think he hold it for 20 years. Like, that's so long. You holding that for 20 years until
right. It's been about 20 years, and y'all still trying to make this dude the buddy y'all jokes, and so he's like, whatever, I'll go ahead and respond.
I get it, exactly. And if I was him, I would have responded too. Matter. What you say, Mike?
I try to tell you, man. He held it for 20 years, and now he's finally saying something. Everybody wants to get mad at him.
Right.
I'm not mad at him. All I'm saying is that they're not lying. First of all, I'll admit I haven't heard everything they said about him or all the smoke, and I haven't heard all his responses. So I'm going to just go off of the basic what I've heard, which is that he was a bust. That's true.
Right.
He didn't live up to expectations. Yeah. Right. Now, I also say as a human and as a person, no, he was not a bust. He was a successful person and human and a successful NBA player. We see Anthony Bennett was a bust and only lasted 4 years. Now, he wasn't 7 foot, but he only lasted 4, whereas Kwame put in 12. So, he got his pension. I think you got to play 5 years or something to get a pension, or 6 years. So
yeah, he played more than that. I think he played 12 seasons.
Yeah, he played 12 years and made like $62 million. So you're definitely a success in the game of life. But in the game of basketball, you didn't live up to expectations. But
there was also some things to factor in with that.
You can't say in the game.
But either way,
he had a very successful high school career, so that's why he was.
My thing with that is either way, whether or not
when he was 16, he was living on top of the world.
19.
I don't see why Charlemagne had to bring it to his family though.
I feel
what
like
did Charlemagne say about his family?
He brought up everybody in his family's criminal past, talking about the men in his family go crazy, and that's why you need to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, like you really dropped. To me, that's drastic.
Yeah,
like,
he made it real personal.
So that's taking it too far. I'm only talking about your on the court activities. Right. I don't like to talk about what people personal life and this and that unless you made your personal life public, like Gilbert Arenas and Crittenden, and he go to jail and he murdered somebody. That's different.
Right.
But I'm not going to speculate and say you may go crazy because somebody crazy. Why are you digging into his family like that anyway? You ain't an investigative reporter.
Well, what makes it worse is they're from the same area, South Carolina. Hello? And so he actually knows some of the dude's family members, but it's like, why are you bringing personal stuff into this?
Right. Hey, I got T. Aaron Wilkes. What's up, T. Aaron? You said we have Urlacher. He gonna throw the ball and then tackle him.
Y'all had Devin Hester, Thomas Jones. Like,
we had a squad, but you need a quarterback to be successful in the NFL. We all know that.
Receiver
y'all had Cutler.
Man, stop bringing that poem up. T. Aaron, what's up? You there?
Yo, who's the wide receiver you guys had?
We didn't ever have a wide receiver. Actually, we had Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall was a beast, though.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall. Yeah,
he was a good player, though, Brandon Marshall.
Right.
But we didn't have a number 2 receiver, and Brandon Marshall is somewhat undersized. He is a workhorse, and he is a good player, but he was not. If we had a good quarterback, it would have worked out better. You see what I'm saying? And of course, just like I bring up
what's his name?
T. Aaron, you there? T. Aaron.
Might be having mic issues.
Yeah, message me in the private chat, T. Aaron, if you there. So just like I like basketballreference.com, footballreference.com is also a site, and also MLB. I look at all this stuff. I'm a stat person. I think one of the things that started me liking stats a lot is because when I was collecting cards and when I was younger, I would look at stats to try to see and project who would be a good player. And then maybe I should get those cards because they'll be valuable. So I want to get these cards and this and that and save it. So then that always made me like cards and stuff. But let's go to Rex Grossman right quick. I can't believe he played 10 years in the NFL. Bam. But if you,
I promise I would be a professional backup QB if I could be, because you just sit there and get paid.
No, definitely nobody would sack you. Nobody would sack you.
Hey,
as much as I talk, I'll be getting beat up.
For real. Now look at this dude record, man. 2-1, 1-2, 1-0. This was his only good year when we went to the Super Bowl, and that was because of defense. Because as you see, he threw 23 touchdowns and 20 interceptions.
All right.
So that's like 3 touchdowns for the year. How can you throw 23 touchdowns and 20 interceptions and only 3,000 yards?
Right.
He throws the ball to everybody. That's why.
Yeah.
He was the MVP for everybody else's team. It's amazing we won 13-3.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Defense.
Man, we had an amazing defense. Devin Hester. We put up points everywhere but from the QB. I think Matt Forte was there too, wasn't he?
Not there yet. Not yet.
We had somebody there. Let me see.
What year was that?
Thomas Jones.
Yeah, 2006. Not Matt Forte.
Yeah, we had the Jones boys and they was beasts too. Yeah. I wish they would have played Greasy back then. I used to always say play Greasy because he was putting up numbers and actually made the Pro Bowl when he was in Miami. He was 31. He wasn't all the way washed up yet. And, he had a better QBR, I believe, than Rex Grossman. Well, not really on here. He only played 18 for 32, so he didn't get that many attempts. But if we look at our players, Thomas Jones put up 1,200 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns. Cedric Benson, man, I was so salty he couldn't do shit with us and then started playing with Cincinnati. Now, am I right or wrong? Didn't he die or in jail?
Who?
I don't know.
Cedric Benson died.
Oh yeah, no,
he died in 2019.
It was an accident.
Cedric Benson died, y'all.
Send us back. Yeah, he died in a motorcycle accident.
In Austin, Texas, 2019. Yeah, Cedric Benson was a beast in Texas. Beast. Whitney, if you still there, I know y'all was talking about Cedric Benson out there, but he didn't do nothing with the Bears hardly. 200 yards, 647, 674. He went to Cincinnati. He put up 700, then 1,200, 1,100, 1,000. He put up 3,000 yard seasons.
Yeah, definitely. When he was in the Bengals, he was a beast. No doubt.
He was.
That offense was crazy. Just the defense. He had no defense.
Your team finally got him back when he was washed up. Green Bay.
Hey.
Green Bay should have gotten a running back for Aaron Rodgers a long time ago. They only drafted one. What was big boy name? He got too fat, but he was Lacy. Was that his name?
Yeah. Eddie Lacy was a running back.
Hey, he was a beast though when he was in shape.
That 1 year.
Yeah, it was 1 year he was in shape.
They had some decent running backs in the Packers at the time, like Ahman Green.
Ahman Green was great, but he was there. He was in like the last part of his career when Aaron Rodgers came.
Yeah, because he was Brett Favre's running back. Yeah, Ahman Green was a beast. I didn't even remember Adrian Peterson. Wait a minute.
Oh, my favorite running back.
No, this ain't all day. This dude was with the Bears. I'm like, wait a minute. We had an Adrian Peterson for 8 years. He ain't put up 100 yards.
Not that Peterson. Oh,
nah, I don't even remember him with the Bears. Damn.
Adrian Peterson, the one who we all know, wasn't he with the Vikings first?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not all day.
Right.
Not
hey, Musa Muhammad was a good receiver. He was good with the Panthers. He had one good year with us. He put up 800 yards. Yeah, he put up 800 yards. So he was our number one receiver that year. That's before we had
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, because Marshall ain't on here. We got Bernard Berrien. He put up 700. Moose and 800. We didn't even have 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah, the Packers was good at getting at having good quarterbacks for Aaron Rodgers and not quarterbacks, running back, wide receivers. I can't talk. Wide receivers for Aaron Rodgers and then getting rid of them.
Yeah, because
they got rid of Cobb.
Yeah, Cobb was good though.
And they got rid of Jordy Nelson.
Jordy was a good one too. And they did that. Aaron Rodgers was pissed when they let Jordy go.
Yeah.
He was pissed. And Jordy could have been easily a slot like Belichick would have used him like Wes Welker. You know, at least. And
then during the first part of his career, he had Greg Jennings, but Greg Jennings decided to be a diva.
Didn't he go to like Carolina or something like that?
I forgot where he went, but wherever he went, he didn't play well.
See, we got lucky with Devin Hester, man. He put up 600 punt return yards and another 500 in kick returns. He put up 3 touchdowns and 2 more in kickoffs and 3 with punt returns.
Right.
Like, man, he put up almost as many as Rex. Turnover-saurus.
Lord.
Hey. See, we had Lance Briggs, Urlacher, Charles Tillman.
I was about to say, yeah, y'all defense, yeah, Lance Briggs, Brian Urlacher,
Harris,
Tank
Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we ain't have nobody, man, on offense though, man. That's what hurt us. What happened with Mike? All right, there you go. Yeah, you said, yeah, he died. Yeah, Cedric Benson. Yeah, that's messed up. He was a Texas legend. Yeah.
Oh, and Cocoa Butter was asking if she could say something controversial about the Kwame Brown situation, but I don't know if she ever wrote it.
No, go ahead.
Girl, hey, y'all can say everything y'all want to say. Hey, right. I just want to keep in mind, if I'm not saying anything about your comments and I'm on another screen, I cannot see the comments. So I got to go back and see.
Right, you are definitely not ignoring people.
Yeah, I'm not ignoring y'all. I can't see both screens at the same time. That's all.
Yo, Kwame got back scared of his mom's cooking.
Right.
Right. That's what my boy Slim was talking about. My mama's cooking.
I think he called Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair.
Yeah,
that was hilarious to me.
that is funny.
When he started singing to Matt Barnes was hilarious. Somebody is in your house. Got keys to your car.
He talking about Derek Fisher.
Right.
Yep.
He said them kids, should be with Derek Fisher instead of you. Man.
Ooh, that's a low blow too. Yeah. But Matt Barnes didn't come at him on a personal level though.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
Right. And that was dirty, but I mean it is what it is. But if you know the story about that, Matt Barnes was about to beat the hell out of Derek Fisher. He had to get help, like to get away. The girls had to save him. Yeah. Matt Barnes was about to put the foo-fops on him. But didn't Derek Fisher marry her?
Yeah, he married her.
That's the thing.
Oh, that's true. Cocoa Butter went ahead and wrote what she was saying.
That happened. Matt did put his hands on him. And then after he called Gilbert to get him out. Because at the time Gilbert was dating Derek Fisher's wife right now, his sister. Yeah.
Right. Coco said, "Why are we?" And of course, here we are always gonna be fam here, Coco.
Right, Cocoa Butter, you couldn't offend us.
No, you talk about me. Shit, it is what it is. But you said, why are we giving this Kwame guy so much support? But he did the same thing. What is CDAG?
Charlemagne.
Okay, Charlemagne did. He came after Angela Yee and DJ Envy, but they didn't say anything.
That is true.
Okay. So
in the same
I didn't
room
know
as him, that's
that,
enough.
but that is, yeah. And I was just saying, he came at Matt Barnes, who didn't diss him.
So
Yeah.
to me, that's called. It's like he trying to go full rounds. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk about all these.
He's just tired.
Going nuclear.
He's tired.
I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. Like, you didn't say nothing. Okay, I'm coming at you.
If you
Well, he didn't get to take no shots in his NBA career, so he's taking as many as he can now.
Cocoa Butter, you are not being offensive, girl.
No, actually, you didn't even say that all offensive with that. You was just making a point. You know.
Yeah, we don't have to all agree about everything.
Right. Hey, me and Mike don't agree about Kwame Brown at all.
I find the fact that Jay likes the Bears offensive, but it doesn't get in between us.
Well, of course it don't bother you. Y'all won more than us recently, so what you got? We the ones always losing to Green Bay.
Yeah, right. Jay thinks on me other day is a good movie.
But like Green Bay can't even get to the Super Bowl anymore.
Yeah, but they got a better quarterback than we ever had twice.
No, he's right though. Green Bay sit there and get into the playoffs, and then they choke epically.
I don't know about good quarterback.
I don't want to talk
Green Bay get in the playoffs, and they choke epically each time.
Yeah. Mike, what you say? Mike, your mic is low, man. I can hear you saying something, but I can't hear you. What you say?
I want to talk about Eli though. You want to talk about Eli Manning though?
Talk about Eli.
What about Eli?
He lucked up on 2 Super Bowls, but he was.
What you want to say about Eli?
He beat the greatest quarterback of all time twice.
The greatest crying quarterback of all time?
But wait a minute. Tom Brady ain't no crybaby. No, I don't know about a crybaby. Eli didn't beat him. He had a hell of a
talking about Eli is a crybaby.
Oh, okay.
Eli stay crying.
I ain't heard Eli crying.
Yeah, I never heard of him crying.
Eli Manning, are y'all serious?
I didn't hear him crying.
I'm a Giants fan. I never seen him cry.
You've never seen Eli Manning cry.
The only time I can say he cried is when he got drafted by San Diego.
Chargers. He want to go to San Diego.
That's it.
Okay, right. I wish I had a screen that I could show y'all, so I could show y'all the Eli Manning crying face. That dude crying.
Eli Manning was not a crier. He had a stupid look on his face all the time, but
he threw temper tantrums.
What?
What are you talking about?
Right. I think you got Eli. What?
I do not have Eli mixed up with nobody.
He never said nothing. He took his ass.
She didn't say he said anything. I said he threw temper tantrons. He was crying.
That never happened. I'm a lifelong Giants fan.
He's not that. Unlike his brother, but yeah.
Peyton Manning didn't say nothing to temper tantrum either.
Peyton Manning used to cuss people out.
He cussed people out. They call him the sheriff.
Peyton Manning used to cuss people out. It's just that's not the light they cast him in because he's Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning used to cuss people out.
Like Reggie Wayne. Him and Reggie Wayne went at it.
I missed that. And I'm in Indianapolis. They love some Peyton Manning. I was at an Ari Spears comedy show, and he was saying, like, for example, say somebody was saying Peyton Manning ain't shit. Bullshit! Like, they yelled it out in the audience. He like, yeah, anyway, man. So, like I'm saying, say if somebody say Peyton Manning ain't shit. Bullshit! Like, dude, they had to throw dude out. Like, every time he say, like, hey, look, man, you messing up the show. I'm trying to say an example, and you keep saying that bullshit. Like, they had to put dude out because he was saying, like, say, for example, dude wanted to, like, hold Peyton Manning jock wherever he go type shit. Like, they love Peyton Manning here.
He said, say Peyton Manning. He said, bullshit.
He did it 3 times. They ended up having to kick dude out. Like, he got kicked out of the damn comedy show to see a comedian over Peyton Manning. Like that was the stupidest thing I ever saw in my life, man.
Yeah, I think I know why she's saying Eli Manning's a crybaby because he beat the Packers in the playoffs. So she's still salty about that.
What?
Is that it? That Eli beat the Packers in the playoffs? That's why you mad? Because of what? It was not a catch, or it was a catch. What happened?
No habla inglés.
Good one, Mike. Good one,
I had to remember. I'm like, why is she so mad at Eli? Oh, is she a Packer fan? Now I get it. I did the math.
Dang, good one, Investigator Mike over here. Mike
no,
Lowry.
really is that face.
Right, because I'm like, I barely can remember Eli saying anything. What did you talking about?
Whatever.
I know that's right.
Right.
Man, the Bears, we finally may have got a good quarterback. They drafted up to get then threw him away after 4 years. I think he didn't have good coaching either.
Who, Mitch?
Mitch, yeah, Trubisky.
Yeah, they messed up that guy's career for real.
Y'all drafted Rook one, and y'all signed Andy Dalton, the Red.
The Red Rocket. Yeah, he washed up though.
I don't know about
how long has Andy Dalton been playing now?
At least 12 years.
Yeah.
He put up some numbers with Cincinnati though.
Right.
Let me see what let me look at the Bears roster right now. I know it, man. We need some help, but let me see. Let me go to the current rosters. Oh, this is gonna show what we had last year. But let's see, Dalton. Dalton, he from Roadhouse. He had 3 Pro Bowls. He put up numbers though in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's only 33.
Yeah.
He seems so much older than that.
Right.
He went to the Pro Bowl his rookie year.
Wow.
9-7, but Cincinnati had such a losing record for like 20 years, and he came and they went 9-7. Yeah. Yeah. No, they did because Carson Palmer and Ocho Cinco did put up some numbers for a minute.
Yeah, but like their defense, they only made like to one wild. They always make it to like the wild card, but always lose to the Steelers.
Yep.
That's true. They never got past the first round. He put up 20-13 though, 27-16, 33-20, 19-7. He put up 25-7, and he didn't make the Pro Bowl that year with 3,200 yards. The next year he put up 4,200 yards and went 18-8. Damn, he was putting up some numbers though. Under 10 interceptions 2 years in a row, 25-12, 21-11, 16-14. Damn, they went 2-11.
Right.
That was the end of his run in Cincinnati. He went to Dallas, though. He didn't do too bad in Dallas, considering he was there filling in for Dak after he got injured. But 14-8.
Ooh, that injury was awful to see.
I need to say something about Dallas. Just Dallas Cowboy fans. They gotta stop. Mm.
The accident waiting to happen.
Like they be saying, next year, Cowboys, we gonna make it to the Super Bowl. they ain't make it next year. Cowboys gonna make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, next year. Cowboys, we got that. We got Ezekiel, man. Super Bowl next year.
Easy.
Now that's kind of who making his career a little bit overrated. Ezekiel Elliott.
Easy.
Man.
Yeah.
Tony Romo is the most overrated quarterback.
He is dope, but he's not performing where he should be because dude likes to do too much off the field.
Yeah, he came in out of shape.
Yeah, something happened to him.
Yeah, he got that money.
No, the dog thing. Those situations when he had a warning with his dog because his 2 dogs had biting his neighbors. One of his neighbors around the house.
I ain't hear that.
Yeah.
You talking about Michael Vick?
No.
Ezekiel Elliott, Easy E.
I heard
that's a different situation. I said dog biting, not dog fighting.
Oh,
right. Dog biting. Hey, he almost put 1,000 yards every year. He missed 5 games his second year from that suspension. Still put up 983.
Right.
And this past year without Dak, he still put up 979 and still missed a game.
Still solid.
Yeah, led the league in rushing twice.
Yeah, he's not a bad running back by any stretch of the imagination. He just let his off the field kind of overshadow his on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Solid numbers.
He didn't get as many attempts this year, though, because if you look at 15 games, 244, he had 10 games with 242. So 5 games less, and he's only had 2 more.
That was always down this year. That was always behind. They never had a lead this year, so that's why they didn't barely get the ball.
That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah. So
you know a running back that I really like?
Oh,
Aaron Jones. He happens to play for the Packers.
I was about to put him in there because I ain't.
Aaron Jones is a good performer. You can put him in.
I'm pulling up the Packers roster from this last year. Man, Aaron Rodgers is probably damn near the greatest quarterback that ever played, though. Really,
he had the misfortune of being drafted by a team that doesn't want to build around him.
This dude put up 48 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Man, I don't think Aaron Rodgers threw 10 interceptions in a season, except for when he was like his first year or two.
Let me see. His first couple seasons, he wasn't really playing because that was when
well, I'm talking about his first year or two playing, really.
Oh yeah.
He's thrown 10 interceptions only twice in his career, and that was 13 and 11. That's crazy. 28 and 13 his first full year. 30 and 7, 28 11, 45 and 6, 39 and 8. That was when he was injured with the 17 and 6.
Where's the Packers located? In Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Isn't the Packers owned by the city of Wisconsin?
They still are.
Yeah.
They got shares. It's a publicly owned team, and you can buy you can buy shares in the Packers, but you don't get to manage them.
Right. Their management.
Who pays the management then? Who picks the management team for Packers?
I guess
it's like a co-op.
Shareholders, yeah. So like you can have money and buy into it, but you're not going to be able to get a big enough piece to start making management decisions unless somebody that's got a big piece sell it to you. In a way, it's not family owned like damn near every other team in the league is a family owned private business.
Right.
You know, and this is like she say, like a co-op, but they have a controlling interest that, you know, the majority owners control.
Right.
Like the Bulls and the White Sox, like Jerry Reinsdorf is the controlling owner, but it's actually a group of people that own it. Like, of course, most teams will let you buy into it a little bit, you know, but you really ain't getting nothing but like free tickets to every game, a little bit of revenue sharing and stuff like that. But yeah, this is probably similar to that.
I sit there and I look at Aaron Rodgers' career that he's had with the Packers, and I wonder what he would have been like with a coach like Belichick, and with the organizational structure like Belichick's. He would have been amazing.
Yeah, he would have.
He would have hated Belichick.
Yes.
I agree with Pap right here, though.
To me, in my opinion, I don't feel like he don't. I don't feel like he's not like a Belichick type, because Belichick, when Belichick did, he knows he know how to fix the system around Tom Brady offensively and a lot of people know defensively, because a lot of people know he has some defense.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Ty Law,
yeah, he was
Ronnie Hill,
Rodney Harrison.
Yeah, Ronnie Harrison. Junior Seau.
Junior Seau. But that's free agents though that Belichick pick up. Belichick does get good free agents though, but he drafts well too, man. How many people that you didn't know about that they had Tom Brady throwing to or playing defense?
Belichick is the worst when it comes to guys.
I forgot one player. Willie
McGinnis.
Right. Yeah.
On defense. Hey Mike, you said Belichick is the worst when it comes to draft.
Drafting wide receivers, yeah. You can't draft a wide receiver to save his life.
I don't know about that.
That sounds like a rivalry type statement.
No, name a wide receiver. Name a wide receiver Belichick drafted that was awesome.
Well, they're not Pro Bowlers, but they're very serviceable.
Brown. I'll say Brown. No, did he draft
Troy Brown? Troy Brown made a Pro Bowl, but I wouldn't say he's a all-star like what he's saying. But he played a lot of different positions too. Yeah, Troy Brown made one Pro Bowl. He had 3 Super Bowls with them. I think he was even Super Bowl MVP at one of the first ones. Before
I don't know if he was necessarily drafting folks to be quote unquote all-stars, though. I think he just was trying to have people to fit his team.
I think so too. I think he don't like to spend money on those positions really.
Exactly.
Because he only had 1 star wide receiver, and that was Moss his whole time in New England. You know what I'm saying?
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
That he only had.
Yeah,
that is. It shows you don't really need it. He never really built his team on that. Now, he did have them 2-star tight ends, but oh boy, went killing people and was going crazy.
Well.
But Gronk is
and then there's a Gronkowski.
Yeah, Gronkowski. And Hernandez.
Hernandez was Ghost in real life, man.
He was what?
Ghost in real life.
Yeah,
right. Super Bowl caliber, Pro Bowl caliber NFL player / murderer in the streets. The dude has some problems. That would actually be a good script, though, to write that this person made it from the streets to the NFL or something, but still would kill people on the side, like Power. Don't steal my idea. I'm about to start writing that script.
He's been good in Power. He's been good in Power.
Yeah. Yeah, but Troy Brown, he only had a 1,000-yard season. He had a 900 and an 890 afterwards, but you know, Brady never threw the long ball really most of his career until Moss came. You know,
he didn't have no
deep draft. When Brady came, that pace down. The Patriots was a cheat code. Definitely.
Yeah, we got my boy Slim up in here. Let me move you up since you got your camera on here.
Hey,
what up,
Slim?
What up? Hello, everybody.
Hey, ain't you a Eagles fan, right?
That's right.
I was so happy for the Eagles when they got their Super Bowl.
Hey, so let me ask y'all this question because me and Slim was talking. Do you all think? And hey, let's start off from BAP, then Mike, then S Young, and y'all say in the comments what y'all think. Do y'all think Donovan McNabb is a Hall of Famer?
I do.
What you do?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. S Young, Mike, what you think? You think McNabb a Hall of Famer?
Yes, yeah, he has the numbers for it.
Okay. S Young, you think McNabb a Hall of Famer?
Definitely McNabb who I throw up on a Super Bowl. Definitely he definitely is a good one because like he was like one of the very first black quarterbacks that like being like starting the Super Bowl and like in like very in the conference finals. So he definitely carried the Eagles. While T.O. was hurt, he definitely was carried him carrying the receivers, definitely.
Yeah. Hey, I think McNabb a Hall of Famer too. And he thinks so too, but you don't think he gonna make it though. Do y'all think he gonna make it?
He's gonna make it.
I don't see why not.
I don't think he's gonna be a first round. I don't think he's gonna be first round Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
what you say, Mike? I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be first ballot, but he'll definitely make it.
Okay.
He gonna make it soon.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. It might not be first ballot, but he's gonna get in there.
Soon, yeah.
All right, I could see maybe that second or third. But McNabb was a baller though, and he took them to what 5 straight NFC Championship games.
5.
Yeah,
bro, he's already been retired for long enough. This is his 3rd ballot. You know what I'm saying? He should already be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, shoot, right. When did they get Deion Sanders in?
Oh, that's around 2000. Ooh.
Deion Sanders?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I believe 2000.
I think he went first ballot.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I done spelled his name wrong.
Deion.
My whole point was there's only one black quarterback in the Hall of Fame. One.
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon. That's it.
And
then he's definitely going to be in there.
Warren Moon to get in there. Yeah, he went in the Hall of Fame. Let's see when Dion went. Yeah, it ain't going to let me click on it. But he ain't a quarterback, though. That's the thing, too. Y'all let me know in the comments, is Mcnabb a Hall of Famer? What y'all think?
Jazzy just said he was on his way with the Eagles, but no, he is. And Dre Wright said yes.
Oh, he had to be in there. Don't do that.
Damn.
Now, if he has more passing yards than Steve Young, he has more passing yards than Steve Young, Kelly.
That's not a fair comparison, though, because Steve Young stayed with concussions.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because he kept getting popped, and he still performed well.
Well, man, you mad because the 749ers beat y'all Packers?
I was complimenting Steve Young. I like Steve Young.
All right,
I'm just saying.
Here's the all-time passing yard leader. So let's see. Damn, Big Ben is number 7, right behind Marino. That's crazy. Phillip Rivers got more than Marino. Yeah.
That's another one who's underrated. Nobody talks about Phillip Rivers like they should.
But he ain't won nothing, though.
He ain't won nothing.
Right.
I mean, shoot, he didn't have the team to win anything.
He did.
Yes, he had LT. He had a squad.
He had LT.
Multiple times.
Antonio Gates. In defense, they had the lights out Sean.
They had what you call it before he went to the Patriots. You just mentioned it.
In those years, didn't he go to the playoffs?
Yeah,
Vincent
he was
Jackson,
the number 1 seed and lose
multiple times.
Yeah, he's on the tier for sure.
Wait a second. Are we talking? When did Donovan McNabb win a Super Bowl?
He didn't.
He never made it. He never won it.
He didn't.
That's true.
But that don't mean that he's not a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. Very good quarterback.
Yeah, I agree what you're saying, Bap. And I'm not saying that Phillip Rivers ain't good, but I don't know if he should get if they put him in the Hall of Fame, it's only because he put up this 63,000 yards.
Oh, I wasn't saying he was Hall of Fame. I was saying he's a quarterback that people don't talk about like they should. I didn't say Hall of Fame.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't have that many playoff wins. That's why.
Though.
Right.
Yeah,
now this right here, this looks bad for Donovan McNabb. That I'm just Fitzpatrick almost got as much yards as Donovan McNabb.
Doesn't matter, bro. When McNabb retired, he was in the 20s, actually the teens.
He was. Yeah, because all of these people have passed him since then. Matthew Stafford,
now
Joe
start naming
Flacco.
Names that's above him.
Huh?
Start naming some of the guys. I can't see it, but name some of the guys that are above him. Passing yard wise.
Okay. So McNabb is 25. Now I'll name a lot of. All right, it's got Boomer Esiason, Dave Craig, Unitas, Montana, Kerry Collins,
Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer,
Flacco, Dan Fouts, Bledsoe,
Hall
Matthew
Famer.
Stafford, Testaverde, Carson Palmer, Fran Tarkenton, Warren Moon, Aaron Rodgers, Elway, Matt Ryan,
Famer,
Hall of
Eli
Famer,
Manning.
soon to be.
You say Matt Ryan Hall of Famer or
all
Elway?
Hall of Famers?
Matt Ryan gonna be there soon.
I don't know about that.
Elway's definitely a Hall of Famer, but
Matt Ryan, I don't think so.
No, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is a Hall of Famer.
I don't think Matt Ryan is a Hall of Famer, man.
Look,
I don't think so either. But
they gonna throw everybody in, so they just gonna throw Matt Ryan in.
Yeah.
If you put Matt Ryan in the Hall of Fame, you got to put McNabb in the Hall of Fame.
I would put McNabb in over Ryan because
I would definitely put McNabb in over Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. You got Big Ben.
Like Matt Stafford doesn't even have any playoff wins.
Now Matt Stafford is a good quarterback, though. He just got stuck with the team that isn't necessarily good.
No, I don't know about Matt Stafford making the Hall of Fame. I don't know.
No, Matt Stafford's not a Hall of Famer.
No,
I didn't say Hall of Fame. I said he's a good. Y'all gonna stop jumping on me now?
No, I agree with what you just said. You said he's a good quarterback, but he ain't had a good team. That's true.
That's true.
That's why I say he only halfway in his career because he played about 10 years, and you could play
Over
20 years. He went from 09 to 20, so 11 years.
All time.
Yeah, he got
got away from. Where is he playing now?
He's playing the Rams.
Rams.
Oh, the Rams. Okay,
yeah,
the Rams.
Matt Stafford is not a Hall of Famer.
Can I say
this? Nobody said he was a Hall of Famer, Chad.
No, he ain't talking about this.
Can I say this?
Yeah, it ain't about you. What's up, Slim?
You're saying that he never played on a good. He played with Megatron, a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Man, Megatron shouldn't have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, though.
I agree.
No. He's
but that's
definitely a first ballot.
That doesn't make a whole team, though. Matt Stafford and Megatron don't make a whole football team.
Plus, we just talked about the Patriots that have way more success with no wide receivers overall. No star.
Donovan Mcnabb did the same thing.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Same thing.
He had a couple good receivers, but they weren't star. But he did have T.O., and that's the only year he went to the Super Bowl.
But he made it there 4 other times without T.O.
No, he made it to the championship game, right, and lost. He actually only made the Super Bowl once with T.O. But, you know, it is what it is.
Play in those playoffs, except for the Super Bowl.
McNabb never really had a good offense. Westbrook was his best weapon he ever had until T.O. That was it.
That was it. Yeah. McNabb was our best player on offense, period.
And you got to admit, Megatron gave up on Stafford. He retired at an early age.
Yeah, but
I think
to me, he's first. Megatron's the first ballot Hall of Fame because you gotta look at
hell. He is first ballot.
He is. He is first.
He shouldn't have been.
He shouldn't have been.
No, look at his numbers.
I'm about to pull it up.
His numbers ridiculous.
He had a 2,000 yards.
He had a.
All right, let's see what Megatron.
How many playoff wins did he have? None.
Julio Jones is a better receiver than Megatron.
Megatron. That's a fact.
Julio Jones is better than him. Let me see who else, though. Look how far down he is on the list, though. Calvin Johnson is 32.
He played less games.
He played less games, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He played less games.
He played from 07 to 5. He is 6-time Pro Bowler. He was 3-time All-Pro, which means you're the best in the league at your position. So 3 years he was the best, but he didn't translate into victories for his team either. But let's look at his stats.
McNabb is a 6-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but was he All-Pro? I'll look it up.
I'm not sure.
So here, I'll make this bigger so y'all can see. Does that help a little bit or no?
Right. You're good.
All right. So he put up 700 yards.
How many Pro Bowls?
1,300, 900, 1,100. He put up 1,681, and then I remember that 1964. He almost put up 2,000 yards receiving. That was a hell of a year, but that broke him down really because he didn't.
I rounded up. He got 2,000.
Yeah. So he led the league twice in receiving yards. And then after that 1964, he went downhill. He went to 1492, sailed the ocean blue. That was corny.
There's a couple guys that have made. There's a couple guys that led the league in stats. Sean McCoy led the league in rushing a couple times.
Yeah. But here's a real stat right here, though. The year that he put up 1,900 yards receiving, he only translated to 5 touchdowns. How can you put up damn near 2? That's horrible. How can you put up almost 2,000 yards like a running back, a great running back season, but only get 5 touchdowns? You wasn't getting to the end zone. The year before that, he put up 16 touchdowns. And the year after that, with just 1,400 yards, he put up 12 touchdowns. So that was bad for them, for him. He still had a great career, but I don't think he should have went first ballot Hall of Famer, and they didn't give it to T.O. first ballot.
Nope. Priest Holmes put up 2,000 yards.
The media don't like
He ain't a Hall of Famer.
But how many playoff? But how many playoff wins did Priest Holmes has?
Priest Holmes was a beast, but he in this era, if he would have been in the 60s, he would have made Hall of Fame like Gale Sayers. But in this era, he didn't play enough to get Hall of Fame.
No.
Priest Holmes put up I think he have the record until like LT broke it.
I thought that was touchdown. My bad. You talking about yours?
No, it's what you call it. They got it. What's his name? Eric Dickerson got the record for most yards in the season. My fault. I can't believe this. Frank Gore is third all time in rushing right now.
He's a fucking bum.
He is. It took him 15 years though.
Wait, who?
15 years. Frank Gore. Frank Gore was a beast at San Fran though.
That was 10 years ago.
Hey, come on, man. Leave Frank on. Lay the Florida guy. Go on, leave him alone.
Not that good, man. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. He has a bunch of stats, but he was never great. He was never great.
You think Ricky Williams a Hall of Famer?
No.
He could have been. He had Hall of
Fame. Could have
been. No, not Ricky. I smoke weed. No.
He could have been. He didn't. He couldn't settle down.
He couldn't because he always didn't focus on the weed, marijuana.
Hey, but in Miami, he was beast mode.
Yeah, he led the NFL in carries.
Yeah. All right. Priest Holmes is number 46 in all-time rushing with 8,000 yards. He played 10 years. Let's see. Priest Holmes really had like 2 or 3 good years, but they were really good. So nobody knew who he was in Baltimore for 4 years. Right. He put up 1,000 yard season, one season with 0 yards, nothing. 500 yards, 500 yards. He got the Kansas City 1,500 yards, 1,600 yards, 1,400 yards. That's what Priest Holmes got the record for. I remember 27 touchdowns. He put up 21 touchdowns and 27 touchdowns in back-to-back years, but that broke him down. Because when 300 carries, they say it's like the limit you should have for a running back. Some of them, they'll run into the ground. And he had 327, 313, 320 in 3 years in a row. Then he was broke down after that. He went to 196, 119. Jamal Lewis was a beast too, but they ran him into the ground.
Wow. That's why I was glad when Marshawn Lynch retired when he did.
Yeah.
Is Marshawn
Is he a Hall of Famer?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I think
y'all
he is.
let me know
I think
in the comments. Marshawn Lynch is 29th rushing.
No, not, but he's not gonna be first ballot.
He's a one-time All-Pro. That's it. 5-time Pro Bowler. He wasn't that great in Buffalo. That's the problem.
He wasn't good at all.
He made Pro Bowl. He made Pro Bowl once. So here's his stats for Buffalo. Rookie year, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Next year, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Third year, 450 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Now, nobody could say Marshawn Lynch wasn't good at all.
I know. He got traded in his 4th year. Combined, he put up 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. His first full year in Seattle, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Then 1,500 yards, 11. 1,200, 12. 1,300, 13. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Fame years in a row. Then his last year in Seattle, 400 yards. In Oakland, 891 and 7. And then 303 touchdowns, and then his last year in Seattle at age 33 in 2019, in one game, he put up 34 yards and 1 touchdown.
How many seasons did Barry Sanders play?
Barry was a beast. I think he played 10 though. Yeah,
like
Barry played 10. I pull up Barry. He a 10-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro. 1-time MVP. He's a Hall of Fame for the 90s team. Rookie of the year. That's a stat sheet right here, though.
That man was amazing.
He was. I used to
better than Emmitt Smith.
See, Emmitt Smith was a workhorse, whereas Barry Sanders was a naturally talented running back. I used to want to watch. After watching Barry, I used to go outside trying to play like him. It didn't work out that way. That's why I'm sitting here.
I remember the whole NFL being shocked when he just decided to be gone.
Man, he knew they'll never get a team around him.
Yep.
He put up his rookie year 1,414, 1,313, 15 and 16, 13 and 9, 11 and 3, 18 and 7, 15, 11, 15, 11, 2,053 yards and 11. He almost broke the record. 1,491 and 4 touchdowns. He like, man, the hell with this shit, man.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, cause I have a question. I seen that Edger James was elected to the pro in the Hall of Fame. You think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Edgerrin James was a great running back though, but he did not accomplish nothing though.
Right.
He was. If they would have kept him with the Colts longer, it may have helped. But
if
they got
put
rid of
him in, they should put Ricky Williams in. If they put Edgerrin James in, they should put Ricky Williams in.
That's true.
Or put up Adrian Peterson stats.
Because Ricky Williams was just as good, if not better.
That's true. Hey, I agree with Larry Jones in this point. Bo Jackson is one of the best I ever seen with my eyes, other than Barry Sanders and Walter Payton.
Isn't he already in the Hall of Fame?
James, no, he ain't in the Hall of Fame because he never played a full season.
He played like
he always missed games.
20 games total.
No, he played more than that.
Bro,
let me see.
Not really.
He played 38 games. Damn.
Yeah, that's
damn. Bo Jackson only played 38 games in 4 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Barry Sanders.
Hey, but Bo Jackson
was
made
dominant,
Pro Bowl. He's the only one made Pro Bowl in baseball.
It's so many backs. That's
Jay, put up Adrian Peterson stats.
He put up some stats. You know what? Bo Jackson was amazingly dominant to just only play 38 games and put up what he did.
That meant
he averaged. This is how you could really tell a real running back stats if they had a certain amount of carries is their yards average. He was averaging 6.8 yards a carry, 4.3, 5.5, and 5.6. That like every 2 touches is a first down. Every 2 touches is a first down. Every 2 carries. Dude was a beast though, man. Bo Jackson, man. He was a monster.
They benched Marcus Allen. They benched Hall of Famer Marcus Allen for Bo Jackson.
That's true.
Benched him. And then they made him change his position to fullback.
Yeah.
They put
Marcus Allen ended up going to Kansas City and reinventing himself. But Bo Jackson was a beast. You said
Adrian all day.
Yeah, they wanted you to pull up Adrian Peterson stats
right now.
Yeah, put AP on.
I don't know why.
He put up some historic numbers in Vikings.
Yeah. Now soon he's gonna be all time. Adrian Peterson gonna be first Hall of Fame.
He already done.
Yeah, he already done.
You saying first ball? I thought you was gonna say number one.
He definitely is.
Definitely is.
Wait, he retired?
Nobody will ever break that record because it's too hard.
It is too hard.
When did he retire?
They make too much money now, and the game is a passing game more too.
Right. So
when did Peterson retire?
That's why you got so many guys.
He's still playing.
Passing stats.
I think like 2 years ago.
Adrian Peterson last year it says it's 2020, so he didn't play this year. He wasn't on the team this year. He was 35 years old in 2022.
Yeah, no, he's still.
I thought he was on the Redskins.
No,
2020 he played. So 2021 he wouldn't have played yet.
No, he got traded for Detroit.
Yeah, he played with Detroit his last year in the year 2020. He was with the Redskins 18-19.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he actually went ahead and retired? That's what's up.
Or they retired him.
Good.
Meaning you ain't get a contract. That's how most people retire.
Before he ended in the wheelchair, not being able to walk. Running back is too dangerous to keep playing.
Yeah,
it is.
That's what Evan Smith said. You need to retire. He said you need to say I quit.
And they don't pay running backs like the star no more. They pay the quarterback like the star. You know, back when in Peyton and Barry's day, they got the highest contract on the team back then.
Right.
Now it's the quarterback, and the league has changed where they don't want to play you or pay you after you hit 30. What happened with old boy Le'Veon Bell? The Steelers did him greasy.
Yeah, since the situation, yeah.
Yeah, and
but what has Le'Veon Bell done since he left? What has Le'Veon Bell done since he left Pittsburgh? Nothing.
That's true, but he went to the Jets and he took a whole year off. You gotta keep playing football. It ain't like basketball. Yeah, and even basketball is different, but you gotta keep getting hit and keep your agility, especially as a running back. You know, a quarterback, you'll still have hand-eye coordination and accuracy better. Although those hits, man, football is not really like a game because people is hitting you, moving you against your will.
Right.
You know Everybody. That's like boxing. You know, Floyd is going to do these little bullshit fights because he can't really come back after that layoff and go up against like Canelo today. Canelo will knock his head off. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't used to keeping them quick twitch reflexes going and somebody crack you upside the head, like that ain't how you gonna prepare like for getting hits. You just got to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Mayweather is the smartest boxer ever.
He is
smartest, but weakest, man. I can't watch his fights.
I can't say weakest, but he's not like a powerhouse like Mike Tyson was.
Weak.
No, because that's different weight classes. Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
that's true. But also it's a different fighting style because Tommy Hearns and Hagler was in the weight class of Mayweather, and they would knock your head off too.
Exactly.
Yeah, he knows how to avoid getting hit, and I don't see why anybody would down him for that. Dude dances because he knows to not get hit.
Yeah, I'm with Bap on this one that he the smartest boxer ever because he became his own management company. He gets like 2-3 checks off of every fight. Yeah, he's a genius, and he don't get hit.
Got brain damage
because he cut out the promoter. Because he cut out the promoter.
Yeah,
cut out the promoter.
He is very intelligent.
Yeah, he cut out because that song, Bomb Aaron was
smart.
He didn't look at Eddie George.
Eddie George was a beast, though. Eddie George in Tennessee was a beast, though. And that's why I just pulled it up.
Not a Hall of Famer,
though. So let me hear.
So weak. Why didn't people like power through his punches?
What you say, Mike?
Is that Mike?
Yeah, Mike. What you say?
Yeah, I'm saying like Mayweather was so weak. Why didn't people power through his punches? Like, it had to hurt when you were punching these dudes.
You got a good point. So
a very good point.
This is what people say. Mayweather is weak because he didn't have a lot of knockouts once he got up, to a certain level. But what people don't understand is when you get up to a certain level, your competition is stiffer and it's harder to knock them out, period. Every boxer, once they get up to a certain level in competition, they don't knock out their opponents like that all the time. Deontay Wilder got the highest knockout percentage of all time, but he really just now started fighting good fighters, though, too. Like, you're not going to knock out Canelo when you was Mayweather, even when Canelo was young. You know what I mean? So his punches were strong enough to keep him up off their ass and to win and dot that I. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you really need. You know what I'm saying? He mastered.
That's why boxing
probably the smartest fighter ever because he mastered the true fight game. Every aspect, the money, not getting hit, and how to win on points.
Right. You sit there and watch people who, like you watch Muhammad Ali, and of course it ain't no knock on him. He boxed hard and ended up with Parkinson's, Right. Why in the world not try to play that game to where you ain't getting hit in your face all that dang much?
Right.
But you win.
Strategy hurt him in the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
now,
why
one thing about Ali, it hurt him with that layoff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a little heavier and he wasn't as quick.
Was he gone for like 4 years?
I think so. It's another. Who's
gone for 4 years?
Ali.
Yeah, he went to jail for not going to the war. For not going to Vietnam.
He didn't go to jail though. He didn't go to jail.
He wasn't allowed to box. He wasn't allowed to box. My bad.
I don't think he went to jail. They took away his boxing license.
Because if you back in the day, they had something called the draft, and they say you got to go to war.
Yeah.
Another site that I use, I love me some stats. So boxingrecord.com, boxingrec.com. And you
do
can
they have one for Logan Paul?
No.
0-1.
Shut her mic off.
I was joking.
I know, I'm kidding.
Jay, what's your favorite weight class boxing? Like, what you love?
Heavyweight, man.
Mm.
Heavyweights are the best though, because they don't dance really. They box.
They fight.
They go toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best. You know. But other than that,
my favorite boxer of all time is George Foreman.
Why?
Oh, cooking George Foreman grill.
Oh, this Floyd Mayweather Sr. right here. Let me pull up Floyd Mayweather Jr.
He said, "Why, bro?
Why?
George Foreman was a beast."
Okay, but
everybody
he didn't really. He had beat Michael Moore, but he was really losing that fight.
Bro,
until he laid
he
him
was
out.
40. He was 40-something years old when he did that.
That's true.
Older
I
than you
remember
right
when it
now.
happened. Huh?
I would say old George Foreman. I would say the young George Foreman. He was scared.
Yeah.
George Foreman was a beast too. A bigger beast.
Yeah. He was a beast. He was the first, well, you could say Sonny Liston was the first baddest man on the planet type stuff. But then it was George Foreman, then Mike Tyson. But,
is it true that he named all his kids George?
Yeah.
Yeah.
George Jr., Georgette, George Jr. Yeah. So this is Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fight list. Y'all tell me if he fight who wasn't a great fighter. Now McGregor, that wasn't a good fight, really.
You could just take that off.
Right. Okay. What about Andre Berto?
That was a money grab.
Exactly. No. To me, Berto great fight. He was a decent fight, but he wasn't a great fighter.
He was 30-3.
Yeah, at the time, yeah, he was a decent.
But Floyd beat him like twice or something out of them 3, and he knew he could beat Berto. It was a money grab. I agree with Slim. You know about Berto, Bap? What you think about that one?
All of his later fights have been money grabs.
Yeah, especially this Pacquiao. What y'all think about that fight?
Money grab, definitely.
He waited
until he knew that Pacquiao wasn't going to win.
Exactly.
I mean, like everybody won this fight for like years.
Yeah, he waited until he knew he was going to win.
Yep, because Pacquiao had the speed and that power to hurt Mayweather, and he was smart to wait.
That makes him corny to me, bro.
It is smart.
It's smart as a him personal, and as smart as him business. It's weak.
Why did Manny let himself get baited into that?
What you mean?
Because he sat there and waited right along with everybody else, and then walked himself right into getting beat.
Because he got like 200 million or something.
Exactly. It was a money grab for him too.
Yeah, it was. Maidana. He fought Maidana back to back. I think that was a weak money grab, easy fights for him too. Because I think he knew he could beat Maidana. He had just beat him and played him. He beat him.
Coco Butter said we're echoing now. I'm gonna come out and come back.
I hate when people say that.
All right.
What a joke.
Canelo.
Anybody else think we echoing? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
One Journey say she up out of here. How long we been talking? We've been talking sports a long time, man.
Right.
We done talked about all kind of stuff. I'm gonna definitely have to chop this up for some people. Hey, Jazzy Jeff, you ain't lying. Barry used to break them ankles. Man. Barry was raw. I give it to him. Barry is my favorite running back of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Slim, who your favorite running back of all time?
Barry Sanders.
Okay, as Young, who's your favorite all-time running back?
All day.
AP, AD, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, my favorite running back.
Okay, Big Mike, who your favorite running back all time?
Yeah, same here. Adrian Peterson.
Really? Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
Bat,
Bro,
who
he's the
your
Barry
favorite
Sanders of
running
their
back?
generation.
That's true. That's true. Y'all sleeping on Barry, man.
We never
No, I was
watched
gonna say Barry
I don't know
Sanders.
Barry.
We
Yeah,
never
y'all,
watched
Yeah, I
Barry.
never watched
y'all need to
Barry.
go
Yeah, I
on
didn't watch Barry
YouTube and
Sanders in
type in
live.
Barry Sanders highlights, bro.
Yeah, but like we didn't came from you and Slim era. No, we saw Adrian.
Yeah.
Then you gonna call us old?
Wait,
Who?
wait,
It's a fact.
I saw AP live.
Time out,
Hey,
time out.
right.
Yeah, I saw
Hey,
AP
Bap,
live.
you said Barry also, right?
Yeah,
Hey, man, y'all got to go back and read
y'all gotta look up Barry
investigate.
Sanders.
Hold on now,
Hey,
time
for
out,
real.
time out.
Hey, Barry
Is that her?
was
Don't
amazing,
ask her what the
dude.
fuck they was doing.
He was
He
so
was a
good, he
beast
could go
for
back
real.
5 yards and still bust it on their ass.
Right.
And he was little.
Barry Sanders was the most talented running back I've ever watched play in the NFL. Period.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
And there weren't as many players for
He was like a
protections for
running back.
players as there
I
are
like
now.
power running back.
Yes.
True.
To
He
me,
was playing in a way rougher NFL.
well, to me,
Yes.
I say no, Adrian Peterson because no, to us, I watch him live. He's very explosive, strong, and very fast.
Yeah, no digs at Adrian Peterson. He was great.
No, that man was a robot. That was a robot.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Coco says she loved a boxing chat. If anyone streams a good boxing match, let me know. Thanks, brother Jay. No problem. I did stream that last what fight did I say I streamed? Tyson and what you call it on
Roy
Twitch.
Jones.
Yeah. But if I decide to get this Floyd fight, I'll let y'all know. But I doubt I will.
How long do you
Hell
think that
no,
fight is
bro.
even going to last?
Right. It's only 6 rounds at the most anyway.
I'll say
Now I did stream Floyd. This is one of my first live streams. So this is 4 years ago. I think it was Canelo and I streamed Triple G and Canelo, I think.
All right.
I think Triple G won that fight. The first one. Didn't they fight twice?
Yeah,
they fought twice.
Okay. I can barely remember it offhand. But let's go through this list real quick. Saul Alvarez, that was Canelo, but he was so young at the time, and Floyd beat him.
Yeah, counter jab.
But he was 42 wins and 1 draw at that time.
He was like 22.
Yeah, he was young. All right, what about Miguel Cotto?
Cotto wasn't. He
wasn't a bum.
Back then, he was nice. But I think after the Pacquiao, he got
Okay, what about Victor Ortiz?
no heart.
All right, what about Sugar Shane? Now that was a good one.
Yeah, Sugar Shane.
That was his last real fight.
Right.
That was his last real fight.
Y'all remember Sugar? Bap, you remember him and Sugar Shane?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Sugar Shane was good, man. He's a borderline Hall of Famer too, but he started taking too many losses at the end of his career. This was his 5th loss against Floyd.
He should have been like Mayweather and only took matches he knew he could win.
Yeah. When Floyd fought Marquez, that was when Marquez was still kind of good too.
I'm gonna stop doing shade at Floyd.
One of the best. One of the best.
Yo, Jay.
What's up?
Jay, let me say this. Why do you think a 55-year-old, 60-year-old Mike Tyson fighting Roy Jones sold more than the last 10 fights you said about Floyd Mayweather? Nobody wants to watch him, bro, because he's boring.
Boxing.
That's true. So that's another thing, though. So Floyd
too good at defense.
Fighting style. Well, it's not that he's so good. His fighting style is. People say run. He's not the aggressor.
Right, I agree. What's that Michael who said he's way too good at defense? He is.
Right. He's a defensive magician, but that's boring. But what he decided to do in order to make his fights good is be an asshole, and people want to see him lose. So he still makes money that way, which is smart.
He baits people.
He
He's
does
smart.
bait people. People want to see him lose, so he gets those views. But his fights are boring, and he's a defensive specialist. So that's healthy for him, but it's boring to watch. And I mean, he's a win on all sides.
Boring, bro.
That. His fights are boring. I agree.
No, that's money Mayweather,
boring, bro.
Pretty
now,
boy.
Y'all remember when he fought De La Hoya?
No, that wasn't Money Mayweather. That wasn't Money Mayweather. That was Pretty Boy Floyd. Well, the Oscar one, Oscar didn't land it. He didn't land no hits. If you look back in that fight, you look at the punches, he didn't land nothing. He didn't really
look at the score.
I thought Pacquiao was the aggressor. And
he was.
He was. We just couldn't hit him.
Now this is the Mayweather De La Hoya fight card.
But he couldn't hit him though.
They gave the first round to Floyd, second round to De La Hoya, third round De La Hoya, fourth round De La Hoya, fifth and sixth to Floyd, 7 and 8 to De La Hoya, 9 to Floyd, 10. Damn, they gave that to Floyd, 2 out of 3. 11 to Floyd, 12. This was a good one, 113, 115. So they gave, the first judge gave it to De La Hoya. The second one gave it to Floyd by 2 rounds, and the third one gave it to Floyd by 4 rounds.
Which is probably bullshit. Floyd always has some crazy. It's always some bullshit with his fights. I can't watch him. I don't support him.
They should do scoring for boxing by punches landed.
Yeah, like in that Oscar fight, he didn't land.
That's exactly how it work.
Yeah.
What you say, Slim?
That's how exactly it should be scored. Punches landed.
Yeah.
Punches landed. Not. Is he getting points from people missing punches or something? I don't understand how he wins half these fights. I can't watch him.
What y'all think about Zab Judah? Y'all remember
that was one of his toughest fights, was Zab Judah, because him and Zab, they're both fastest. You know, and one thing that's Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd, when he did was go to the body, attack the body. If you're fighting a very speed and fast fighter, go attack the body, gas him out. And then that's what I think Floyd did in the early rounds.
Yeah, Zab had a promising career at one time. On this scorecard, all 3 of them gave it to Floyd, but one of them only gave it 116, 112, so that's 4-round difference.
Ooh.
One of them gave a 6-round difference. The other one gave a 10-round difference.
Hold on. Now look at that first. Look at that first one. All 10s?
I know. They gave 10 out of the 12 rounds to Floyd.
Floyd didn't even punch enough to get 10s. Like, get out of here.
No. I say 1 through 4, Zab got him. 1 through 4, Zab got him.
I don't remember the fight that well offhand.
I remember that. Yeah.
I remember it being close, but I don't remember the rounds like that.
You know what? I don't have time in my life to go back and watch that fight either.
I'm sure this stuff is on YouTube.
Yeah,
Michael, what were you trying to say?
Boxing is a hard sport, and for him to go 50-0, that is remarkable. Like, I'm not
That's true.
Anything away from Floyd, man.
You been making some good points, Mike. You gotta speak up.
Yeah, Mike,
I think it's
low.
my mic. I think my mic is
Mike is low.
Yeah.
I think the only other boxer to go 50-0 is what? Rocky Marciano. Let me look it up. He beat your Lord.
Floyd runs from everybody. He runs from everybody. He runs from you in the ring.
That's true.
Now, to me, different. The run won't. That's Money Mayweather, but the Pretty Boy Floyd, he was very, very offensive. Got offensive. Really.
Yeah, he had
watch him get knocked out by Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Watch him get knocked out by Logan Paul.
Money grab. He did for the money.
Jake Paul.
You know why they called Floyd half a B, because he was like it was him, Braun, and Tiger Woods. There was 3 athletes that were half a billion, that were billionaires.
Floyd ain't a billionaire, but he got over 500 million net worth though.
No, he was once. He was a billionaire.
Yeah, he was a billionaire, I think.
He was.
I can pull it up on another site that I use, celebritynetworth.com. I'm gonna pull it up next.
Okay.
So they gave
All the
Floyd
sites,
that
man.
credit for that 50-0 with Conor McGregor, whereas Rocky
Yeah, it
only
was
was
a professional
49-0. But
It was a
Rocky,
professional fight.
Yeah.
but that was some bull. But Rocky got 43
But
knockouts.
no, this next fight with Jake Paul or Logan Paul is a professional fight.
Oh, that's
It counts against his
garbage. I
record.
think this is an exhibition. You sure?
No,
To
it
me,
is.
It is professional because it came
It
from Mayweather promotion.
Man, how much money you lost?
And it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on Showtime. And Logan Paul signed that Showtime deal. He signed that. So technically, it's a professional fight.
It is a professional fight, so it counts. So
technically, he's
I ain't watching that. I'm not.
Hell
I ain't
no.
wasting my time.
Fool.
If it
Some
was
UFC,
50 bucks,
not-
I might
not
have bought
that.
it just to stream it for y'all on Twitch. But if
But
it's
I'll
more
buy
than
Mike
50
Tyson
bucks,
versus
I
Lennox
ain't buying
Lewis.
that shit.
I'll buy that.
Even at $50, Jay, that don't pay $50 for a fight that's just basically you already know exactly what the outcome is going to be. That's a waste of time and money.
Right, that's true. Here go Floyd Mayweather's net worth right here.
Fight card.
Okay.
450 million. He made 300 million per fight. Basically, his last two fights.
Now,
He
Jay,
got a big spending habit too. Now y'all got.
Yeah, he does.
yeah. No, Jay, go down to that Floyd's the fifth highest. Can you read it?
Go back to what?
No, read that Floyd's the fifth highest.
Floyd is the fifth highest paid athlete of all time and one of just 6 athletes whose career earnings.
Okay.
That means every fight that he fought added up. That's the difference. His top 1 billion. Now, if you
he might need to not spend as much as he does.
Yeah, but that's not his net worth. That means he had to have saved every check he ever made or reinvested it. You know,
because if he made over $1 billion and he's only at 460 now, he spends too much.
He spent $500 million.
Man, you know, hey, bro, you see TVs with Floyd around, you see him be Rolls Royce. You see him by Rolls Royce.
Did you see him on his cars? It's on YouTube. This dude he don't even have good taste in a way. Like he'll buy
black.
He got like 3 or 4 Bugattis. The only difference is the color. Like
black, white.
Yeah, that's whack though. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was gonna do something and have a bunch of cars, I wouldn't buy the same car, just a different color. That's no imagination. But you know he ain't got too much education and this and that. You know, well, 50 Cent used to get on him.
He's acting like he can fight forever. He's acting like he's gonna fight forever, and that money's gonna last forever. Especially with a crazy. Don't MC Hammer yourself, bro. Don't MC Hammer yourself.
Yeah, that would be crazy if he ended up without money. I don't think that's gonna happen. But if he did, that would be completely his fault.
Would you be shocked? Would you be shocked?
I would be shocked. Look at this article right here.
I will be shocked.
Mayweather owes the IRS $22 million. Claims he's not liquid enough to pay the debt.
Now that situation, that's was when he was fighting Marquez.
This is 2017.
Yeah, that's when he. That's.
Yeah, July 11, 2017. How you got 22? How you 22 million in debt?
Because rich people don't pay taxes.
Right. This is crazy though. They got the documents right here. Notice of federal tax lien. Celebrity Net Worth do their research. They do a good job. Of course, they don't have everybody's bank account information and stuff, so they can't really say, for sure what people got. But they get the info. It says right here, it came right out before he's about to fight Conor McGregor. It came out he owed 22 million. So that's probably why he fought Conor, to pay that and then get some more liquid. Yeah, because he made like 200 or 300 million fighting Conor, but he only got a net worth of 450. So that means he was only at around 150. No, it don't.
He's wasteful.
And it say right here. This is crazy. This is in 2013. So he made 50 million in 2013, but in 2017 he owing 20 million in taxes.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, he doesn't handle his money wisely. He probably don't have an accountant.
Right. No, I ain't.
See, as much money as he have, he should have an accountant and a lawyer on retainer, like working for him. Like you work for me. You don't work doing other people's stuff. You only work for me.
He pays a lot of lawyers. Very a lot of.
Yeah. He stay doing silly stuff out of the boxing ring.
Yeah, then he go to jail for beating his wife or girlfriend.
Yeah. Saw a case. He had that, and he had a lot of cases at the time.
Look at this right here. In 2013,
Mayweather doing any kind of charity or anything? He's a greedy bastard.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, not as much as I see him buying watches and jewelry and cars though.
I like him as a boxer because I think he's smart, but as a person outside of the boxing ring, dude needs to wise up. He ain't young no more.
I agree with you on that. It says right here in 2013, Floyd keeps 123 million cash in his checking account, which that's stupid anyway, because it's only insured for 250,000 by the FDIC. So if it was to go belly up, you would only get 250K back. And also, you're not earning interest on that money like you should.
That's not put in investments or anything like that. Yeah, he's not good with his money.
It says right here, if you had $1 million in your account and your bank failed, you would lose 750,000 without any recourse. Like they could close that bank down and just take his money. But
wow.
Yeah, what most people do when they got that kind of money is they diversify. They may have 20 or 15 bank accounts.
Yeah, they have money everywhere.
Yeah, and they also have it in investment portfolios. They buy real estate because it's easier to keep track. If you buy a $5 or $10 million house, then you could just rent it out or, whatever. And then that's only one thing you got to keep track of instead of 25 bank accounts or savings accounts or whatever, or investment accounts.
Right.
But, yeah. Oh yeah, Stony Rock got a good point. He do got the strip joint. He their best customer too, paying making it rain all the damn time.
That's the dumbest thing in the world to me, but that's a dude thing. So I'll let that be a dude thing.
No, well, this is the thing. It's a smart idea and a smart business for one of us. But for him, what the hell is that worth to him? What they gonna make $1 million a year, like at the best? Like, dude, that's only a money laundering scheme. I think.
He owns a strip club. He owns a strip club.
Yeah, he owns a nice strip club in Vegas because he lives in Vegas.
He has all women that do stuff for him. Like I remember I was watching Instagram one day. He had one girl helping him bathe him.
There's a difference between knowing how to make money and knowing how to make money how to make money work for you.
Right.
Yeah, he knows how to make money. He knows
that
how to
strip club is only there so he could get free coochie. I'm for real. What is it? Yep. What is it making $1 million gonna do when you got 100 million, 300 million, 400 million net worth? That's a waste of his time.
Right.
Yeah, the real money is in owning property and stuff like that, on land and real estate and things like that. But he probably don't have anybody telling him stuff like that.
No, because
owning prostitution
I'm not gonna say
is the biggest. Owning prostitution is the biggest thing in the world that'll never go away.
That's true, but the amount of money he making on it is not gonna make a difference to his portfolio.
Right.
Yeah.
It would make a difference to us because we ain't rich like that. But if I had $100 million, I would only have a strip club just so I can have a harem. Basically, I wouldn't be worried about it because I'm about to make an extra 100,000 this year. Like, what the hell?
Hey, I would live there if I owned one.
Hey, you go get Kim. Don't let Kim hear that. She gonna kick your ass.
She's listening to me right now.
Look, he's smiling.
like $1 million. With Vegas.
Yeah. Hey, he got a gambling problem too, though.
Yep.
Most of the rich bastards do.
Well, that's the only way they can get that rush of competition like they used to.
I would say Floyd does spinning problem. I say
Yeah,
spinning.
Michael Jordan was a bad gambler too.
I say
yeah, he was.
no. That man was a good gambler. He know how to gamble.
I bet he was betting on himself.
Not
in
really.
fights.
No, if he ever got found out to be betting on himself, he could have gotten trouble.
That's the way to go to jail.
Yeah, that's a big thing. And then you could be like point shaving and all of that stuff, and it could have really got big. He could have got in big trouble with that one. So I don't think he did that. Martha Stewart, she did insider trading.
Yep.
Which, she found out that some stock or whatever was about to do some stuff, and so she tried to do it before everybody else did it. She tried to, get rid of it or do whatever, and that's illegal. That's like cheating,
That is very illegal.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they actually put her in jail for that, but they did.
She must have took somebody out.
Right, because normally you don't see nobody like that go to jail for it. I mean, like she the only one that's done that. Like, yeah, right.
Right. I'm about to hop off of here. But right, question: when's the next time you're gonna do a chat where you talk about the political aspect of things?
I do it on Fridays. That's why I talk about.
Oh, I'm at work.
Damn. Well, tomorrow for members
okay.
only.
Because we got to talk about what's going on with that. Did you see what's going on in Bosnia? I mean, not Bosnia. What's that, Belarus?
No, wait. What about it? Remind me.
Where they sit there and that dang dictator there had his military intercept the Ryanair jet.
Yeah. I heard about that. What? Before you go, what you think about that? That people are pissed. So for those who don't know what she's talking about, it was a foreign dignitary that was his political adversary, and he was on a plane going to another country, and
he was like, "No, come back here."
Right? He said fighter jets,
and he had KGB on the dang airplane to help with the arrest,
and made they ass arrest him and turn around and brought his ass back. That's gangster though.
It's gangster, but it's also like it sets a crazy precedent.
Yeah, because you're putting your political adversaries in jail. That's like a dictatorship almost. Like you can't go against me or you dead.
It is a dictatorship.
Yeah, but that's what the world is actually becoming now. Strong men.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, because everywhere in the world now is the strongman leader, whether it's Putin or Trump.
What you call his name in the Philippines?
Yeah, Duterte. Yeah, and of course Kim Jong Un, and that's why Trump liked him so much because the strong man. We got a dude in China, John Leon. Yeah, so. That is true. It is a lot of the strongman dictatorship going on.
And now look at what Israel is doing. Well, I can't say that because you're going to get your life taken down.
I know, definitely, because I have some friends
you can't talk about that. They will come after you.
They really coming at people for talking about that?
Oh, yeah. And so I'll just say, look at what's going on in the world, around the world. It's been crazy.
Yeah, that's
you can't say anything about that.
No, that's why I have friends with them. They'll get at you talk about their country. So
because there are valid concerns that people have about people saying things that aren't right, but then there also should be room for actual discussion about stuff that the country itself does, but there ain't. And so you probably want to avoid that topic on your channel unless you don't want to be monetized for that video.
Well, here I will say this one thing that y'all can check out, and that's Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Do y'all watch that?
Yeah.
All right, he just had Last Week Tonight. I'll show y'all on here. He just talked about that, and it's on YouTube. So I'll let y'all go on YouTube and y'all can look about it. But he has some very good points, and it looked like they may still have it on here. Let's see. I'll go to his main thing. Also, he had something about black hair, which was really interesting too, about how people of color get, told they can't play sports or can't do this or can't work there because of their hairstyle. And another story just came out where this girl was playing, I think, football or basketball, baseball, softball, and they made her cut her hair because she was basically striking people out or something. And they made her cut her braids off, talking about it's dangerous because there's beads on the braids.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's deep, but it's right here. Last week tonight with John Oliver. Matter of fact, I'll put the little link right here so y'all can go and check it out. But he did have a video just talking about that. Let me see. I don't see it on here though. I think it was this one though. Sponsored content. No, it wasn't that. Let me see. Last week tonight, bankruptcy, long-term care, plastic. This plastics is really good too. You all should see that one. That's tripped out. Anybody that believe in the right and all of that, and Trump supporters, y'all should look at this one about Tucker Carlson.
That is the most insincere person who ever walked this planet.
Man, come on now, for real. Like, y'all should really look at that. Really, all his videos are good, man. John Oliver, my dude, man. He got some good stuff on here.
I rocked with him since he was on the Daily Show.
Now, I didn't watch him then, but I've watched him ever since he was on HBO.
Yeah.
But, I didn't know he was on the Daily Show till he mentioned it a couple times on here. This one about raids and the no-knock warrant and a knock warrant and what happened with Breonna Taylor and stuff. This is really good right here. It looked like, damn, man, they don't even have it on here. You may be right. They done took it off for John Oliver.
And if they have it up, it's because he has a whole network behind him with lawyers and stuff, you know?
Right. It's in one of these last two episodes because it's new. Yeah, it's a new topic, and so it's in one of these two episodes. So
yeah, it's a landmine, and you probably want to avoid talking about that on your channel.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bring it up, but you know, it is crazy.
Yep.
And, it is unfortunate, and y'all might want to check it out. And this is a good spot. He has good news, but he mixes it with a little bit of comedy and other stuff. So it's not like some people will say boring, because you know how people want to be entertained all the time and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, he makes the news and difficult subjects entertaining. So,
yeah.
You know, check it out. And, you know, I'll leave it at that. I'm about to get up out of here, too. We've been talking our ass off on sports. I might do this more often, man.
Yeah, this was a good live. Good night, y'all.
Yeah, good night. I appreciate you as well, Mike, and S. Young, as well as, you know, Brother Slim, Soldier Slim. You done went and got the game ball out, boy. Ah, you coming out of retirement on me? Coming out of retirement, you done talked about Barry over there and Mcnabb. You ready to go ahead and make some moves? All right. Hey, S. Young, where you from again? Florida?
Yeah, I'm from Miramar.
Okay, Miramar. Where's that in the south or in the north of Florida?
It's close to Miami, so it's like around south.
Okay, that's what's up. You a Heat fan or a Magic fan?
Kodak Black over there?
No.
Yeah. Hey, everybody got their hair like Kodak Black.
No,
best football players come from Florida.
No. A lot of players come from Miramar. Actually, Jason Derulo, Johnny Depp.
You talking about the actor Johnny Depp or
yeah? Johnny
okay.
Depp.
Hey, Slim made a good point. A lot of footballers come from South Florida. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
How y'all playing in that hot ass weather? Some football. That's too damn hot.
It's gonna be more hot when it's summer.
I know that's right. Bab says she ain't know you was from Miramar. She from Carroll City.
Oh, that's what's up. I got
okay. That's next door.
Carroll City. That's like right next to Miami Gardens. So that's
okay.
Miami Gardens and Carroll City is like right next two head away from my city. From Miramar.
Okay. And Big Mike, you from Texas, if I remember right?
I'm from New York City.
Oh, okay.
No.
New York City. You
They
live
got-
in Texas now, or what? Or I'm wrong?
Now I live in the Bronx. I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
okay. I'm way off, man. Bronx, boy. So let me ask you: you Knicks fan or Nets fan?
New Jersey Nets fan, but I'm rocking with Brooklyn.
Ah, okay. You don't claim them as Brooklyn still?
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Nah,
Ah,
not yet. They gotta win. They gotta win the chip before they become Brooklyn Nets to me.
this may be their year. Slim got the old school
Nope.
pig
Yeah, I could
head,
never be
boy.
a Knicks fan, man.
Sixers,
Too
boy.
many.
Now this is
I
an
couldn't.
official All-Star. I mean, this is an official NFL football.
That look like Tagliabue was commissioner.
Nah,
Ah,
Roger
he
Goodell's
pulled
on
out the
here.
Tagliabue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodell's on there. Can you see that?
Okay. Yeah, I see it. That's what's up. So
I need to play. I play in the football league. We have to have an official All-Star, official NFL football to play.
okay. That's what's up. Hey, any of y'all play 2K basketball or Madden?
Oh,
Me.
Madden here. Madden
Okay.
here.
2K. Mike, what you play? None? Both?
Yeah, I used to play 2K, but I haven't played in a couple of years.
Okay. That's how I was with Madden. I stopped playing Madden. I don't got enough time to play Madden and 2K. But I play that 2K. If y'all on PlayStation, let me know. Who on PlayStation with 2K?
Ooh.
Y'all done messed up playing with the Xbox. Stony Rock say y'all so good in Miami because y'all play and train all year round. That is a good point. I don't know if it's true.
Point. You see me, I got my.
You got the guns out because the sun's always out.
Yeah, I've been lifting weights, man. Definitely been lifting weights. That's how this. Like when you were a kid, I was a skinny, like small little kid. Until like I start hitting that gym.
Like you so old now, man. Hey, so you on Xbox, Slim?
I gotta
You
get
on
your gamer
Xbox
tag.
too?
Boy, and Xbox.
Okay, but you don't play 2K though, right?
What is it? 3, 4? I got it, but I just don't play it.
Oh, all right. Well, you and that young man, y'all
anyway.
For me,
yeah,
I'll put it in here.
It's
J Stradamus 78.
All right, hold on. Let me write it down.
Hey, Stony Rock. He's hey Mike, Stony Rock say he in the Bronx, but he always rock with the Knicks. Stop liking the Nets when they got rid of all their players when the league merged. Oh yeah, that's back in the damn 70s.
That was a long time ago though. That was like in the 70s.
Yeah. With Dr. J.
Right.
Dr. J went to Philly.
Yeah, I can never rock with the Knicks, man. The Knicks is like the worst organization. One of the worst organizations I've ever seen in my life. I can never rock with them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. It was good talking with you. Good chat, everybody. Good comments, everybody. Stony Rock, Cocoa Butter Barbie, Jazzy Jeff, Ill Woods, all of y'all in between. I appreciate all the comments. BAP. And I'm about to get up out of here. And I'll see all my members tomorrow. And we could talk about whatever because, I don't have to have it monetized on Wednesdays and stuff. So, oh, and also I got my Shy video complete. I'm about to release that now when we get done. I forgot all about that. So I'm about to go ahead and put my Shy recap out. And, I'll see y'all in the chat on there. And then after that, I'm up out of here. So, hey, peace. Everybody stay safe.
Peace out.
Yep, I'm up out of here. Yep, later.